Profits Monday Night Lights, featuring live racing coverage and handicapping at Assiniboia Downs. Be sure to visit the player portal at asdowns.com for free racing programs, weekly special events, and links to other great information.
Good Monday evening, everybody, and welcome to Monday Night Lights with Trust the Profits at Assiniboia Downs. As always, I'm Jessica, and I'm here tonight with Sean. How are you doing tonight, Sean?
Hey, pal, how are you?
Doing pretty good. Hanging in there, that's for sure.
Very good. Had a good week, weekend, hopefully.
Yeah, solid
Great.
weekend. Just prepping now for all these sales we got going on.
I know, so exciting. Got some performance babies and preservations babies, a whole bunch of babies.
Absolutely.
Love it. It's like the Super Bowl of babies.
Right. Yeah,
I love it.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
We got about 8 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, let me
first
bring
race
it
here.
up here. Yeah. Bring it up. There they are.
In here, going exacta box 1 over the 2-5. Carolina Moon's going 1-2-3 over 1-3. Matt's going 2 to win and a 2-5 cold exacta.
Wow, love it.
And a note here from Carolina Moon. Twin Spires has a $10 back on WinBet.
Ooh, nice. So very nice.
Promotion there.
Mike in the house.
Mike and Dan, thanks for coming, checking in, hanging out with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's another one of those nights at Assiniboia. We've got some interesting favorites. Some of them look beatable, some of them not so much.
Yes.
I thought this one might be beatable, though, in the first race. Awfully special. You have to toss this horse's last race, but it was against a lot tougher and is now dropping down. And 2 back was second in a $38,000 stake. So horse makes sense to be the favorite. But I thought the 3, No Barbed Wire, who's on your screen right now, was a little bit interesting coming in off of a maiden win, as is the 2 Happy Birthday. But I kind of preferred No Barbed Wire. I feel like this horse has been fairly consistent. I generally am against horses coming back off of a maiden win at the same level they broke their maiden at, which for the 93.75, it's the same as the $7,500 level at Assiniboia.
Yeah.
But I thought this horse was interesting as a horse who could maybe put a little bit of make things a little interesting with the 1 who does also look to be kind of the controlling speed in here.
Yep.
But what were you thinking in this race?
Well, this is an interesting race, and for anybody again who has a stable little team or whatever, let us know. We'll shout you out here. When I looked at this race, right? Obviously, I don't like using 2 to 5s. You know what I'm saying? I mean that I always tried to beat the horse. Okay. The one note I had in here, which is interesting in this field, right, is other than the 1, who's going out with them? There's nobody who's going to go out with them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so could Barlow just have like an absolute walk in the park where he's just kind of controlling it all by himself? Because everybody seems to close in here except for him, you know? And again, this is, I kind of brought this up last week. And hello, Neil. Thanks for joining us, my friend. It is, you're getting towards the end of the meet. Right? Look at Stephen Gaskin. He's 5 for 65, not having the best meet. Want to get some wins and some, maybe lose a couple of animals before the meet is done, right? So you're putting your animal in a position where you can A, win, and B, get possibly taken and get some money back. You know, so you not only get the purse, you get the. So I just looked at this and I said, this move is, to me, is controlling speed. You got Balroop on this horse, and there's no other speed behind it. You know, so I thought even at 1 to 5, I think the bettors kind of have it right. If he gets to the lead, I don't know who's going to be up there to even pressure him.
Yeah. Yeah, the 3 has shown speed in the past, but it's been a little while since she's shown anything really that's going to put her anywhere near the 1 early on for sure. And it does, I did have a note that Whitehall is on the 1 now.
Oh, he is. Oh, well.
Whitehall on. So.
And that even helps probably.
Exactly.
Around 2 turns, who is our man?
Exactly. That does not hurt in the least there.
Yeah, you give him any type of talent on the 7 furlong, and he will he will find a way.
You've got this horse with a bullet work coming in on 2nd of September.
Yep.
Definitely a horse that deserves to be favorite. Looks pretty tough in here. But it's going to make it a little tough to make money probably as well.
Yes, I agree. Is there now, Zach, and this is where we got to look at like the exactas and see like does 1-3 pay $2? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Is it even worth playing this race vertically?
Yeah, I'm going to look right now and just see for us, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Try to see if we
That's exactly what it's paying for $1.
It's $2?
$2. So we can't.
So it's almost not even worth, doing that. You
Not
know
at
what I'm
all.
saying?
Not at all.
Is there now interesting? I thought the 5 I thought was interesting from an underneath standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this horse was interesting. That I thought maybe if everybody else tries to kind of go to the lead, maybe this horse can kind of pick up the pieces at the end with Dalrymple's. His best runs at the end have all been with Dalrymple on the back.
Mm-hmm.
We could maybe do like a $2 try key, 1 over the 3-5 and hope the 5 beats the 3. Something
that would
like
be an option.
Or what? Now, who was your? Did you have a third horse after the 3?
The third horse for me would be the 2 because I think the 2 can also show a little bit of tactical speed if you go 3 back.
Yep.
But got beaten by the 5 that day. So
yeah, right. So that it's an interesting,
mm-hmm.
because even if you look at like even the doubles are not great with the 1.
Yeah, no, and I mean, you have another heavy favorite in the next race, that another horse that looks kind of tough. You can make cases for other horses, but the favorite still looks pretty tough.
You could do like obviously it's the first race, we have a lot to go, but you could do like a $2 try key 1 over the 2, 3, 5, and see, and hope that maybe the 3 gets like squashed underneath,
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we're going to make a lot of money, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I don't think whatever you do, and that's the format we're working with and betting every race.
Right, that's what I'm saying, exactly, So, yeah,
yeah, I'm good with that. The try key 1 over 2, 3, 5.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Just start out something simple,
Mm-hmm.
And again, folks, as we always say, right, we're doing this for the show, right? If you're not comfortable with a race like this, you don't have to bet every race. You know what I'm saying? It's not It's not a mandatory thing, exactly. But we're doing it for show purposes. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yep. $12. Yep. We're just gonna hope that one of the 2 or the 5 can maybe get in the middle of the 3, and maybe it could be 1-2-5 or 1-5-2, and then the 3's out, and then we're doing even better,
bit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Dan Whitson's doing exactly key box 5 all. Wow. All right. Love it, Dan. Yeah. And thank you to everybody joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you all. Got Dick here going 3-5 for a $2 exacta in here. Yeah, trying to get that 1 out of there.
Yep. And again, before we start tonight, I definitely want to just say tribute the show tonight to my buddy Chuck Simon, who unfortunately passed away at 57, way too young, but wonderful, wonderful man who had an effect on many people. So
yeah, and I consider myself one of them.
Yep.
Chuck was always so helpful to me. When I made my post a few years ago now, I made a post about when I left the Maryland Jockey Club.
Sure.
And he reached out to me after that and shared a lot of my sentiments and stuff. And we really kind of bonded over that. And he was always so supportive of my writing and of my work, and just great, incredible man. Someone I really wish I could have known a little better.
Yeah. He used to always call me the Pope of of racing Twitter.
Yeah, you are. You really are. It's a deserving moniker.
Yeah, but he was a great friend. We used to text and call a lot about. He was a huge basketball fan, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And exactly. So I hope he was a great man. So many people, a lot of people don't know that his first two trainers underneath him when he went out on his own were Sherry DeVoe and Phil D'Amato. So not a bad duo to hang your hat on,
Exactly. And you can just scroll through Twitter today and yesterday and tell how many lives he touched. So
yeah,
tonight is definitely for Chuck.
Yep. Tonight's show is definitely dedicated to you, big man. Yep. For sure. So 3-5 right now on the favorite. A little money coming in on your 3. You're moving the needle.
Right.
You're moving the needle. People liking your 3.
Yeah, and the hope also there's a little bit of a pedigree play there with Anonios baby, kind of maybe figuring it out as they tend to take a little while to do that.
Todd says if the 2 wins this, I'll send someone a stable dual sock from 3 years ago.
Just one?
Yeah, I guess he's got a bad toe, so he has to wear the other one. Thank you, Matt. Much appreciated, my friend. Groundhog, mythical bankroll tonight, but I would try a $3 superfecta. 1, 3, 4, 2, 5. Okay. Okay. Good luck, Groundhog. Thanks for joining us, my friend. As always.
Tom's got his strategy that Whitehall takes the first race off, whether he rides or not.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only the left sock.
Tom, in all fairness to that, though, and I was kind of the one who started that theory. Like when he come late for it, right? That was because the Assiniboia for the first 5 weeks, every first race is a 5 furlong race. That's why I said Antonio always took off. If it's a 7 furlong race, he's coming to play,
Mm-hmm.
especially if he's in it.
Yeah, you got put on. So.
Yeah, Matt's got 2 to win, and he likes socks. So
send that sock to Matt if Happy Birthday wins
it's
here.
2 wins, exactly. Yep. Looks like a nice night up there.
Yeah, coming down to the end of the meet now.
I know. It seems like it just started.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Absolutely, Tom. Great minds think alike. Yep. Yeah, exactly. That looks a beautiful night up there.
85, yeah. Perfect.
What fields at Kentucky Downs, huh?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. How good was what's his name?
Cogburn.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I was with some friends who know nothing about racing when I pulled up the replay for that. And I was like, I can't explain to you. If I show you this race, you're going to be like, yeah, the horse won the race. I cannot explain to a non-racing person what that horse just did, but I sure tried.
Right, exactly. Hello, Tim.
What's up? How we doing?
How you doing, my friend?
Are you talking about Cogburn?
Yes.
Yeah, we're just marveling at how awesome
there's only one reason that he won, because I faded him and said he wouldn't. Yeah, I was impressed because I didn't think he'd like the uphill with that distance.
Mm-hmm.
He showed me.
Yeah, did it easily, just condescending, as Trevor Denman would say, with condescending ease.
Exactly. Or someone said after he won, another Trevor Denman said they would need to sprout wings to catch Cogburn.
Right.
And even that might have not been good enough.
Right. To go that fast, and he just took off, drew away from them. Just
when he did that first quarter, I said, "Ooh, maybe he's going too fast." Especially on the hill, and then all of a sudden he said, "Here, hold my beer.
Yeah,
I'll go faster."
Sure did. Did you have any opinions here in this first race, Tim?
Is there an opinion other than the one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a huge drop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As I was saying, Tim, when I wrote on my notes, right? I said, what? And now, by the way, Tim, Antonio Whitehall is on the one now, right?
I just saw that on the screen, and I'm like, now I like the one even more.
Yeah. And I wrote, I said, where is any other speed other than the one? Like everyone comes from behind except the one,
Yeah. And my only question has now been answered, because I was like, Balrup, I don't like as much, but
Yeah.
even he can get this horse home. And now with Antonio, I don't think there's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly. Yep. And I think, again, Tim is going on that theory where Connections, Gaskin's been 5 for 65 in the meet, not the best meet. You only got a couple weeks left in the meet. You can put him in a spot where he can win. Maybe gets claimed. You get the purse money. You're doing good.
Exactly, and I think that's exactly what they're doing, and that's why I say, I mean, this horse at this level, you can't bet against this horse.
Mm-hmm.
No, exactly. Yep.
I'm surprised the horse is not 1 to 5; it's 4 to 5. So
now up to $3 on that 1-3 exacta. Woo!
Woo.
All right. Where's our punctuality from last week?
Yeah, I thought I would miss this race. I was running a little behind getting in.
Mm-hmm.
I also love by the way, that the Triple Crown committee has basically given Santa Anita the bird and said that if you keep running 5-horse prep races,
yes,
the points are going to be diminished.
I missed that. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So now if you have a 7-horse, 5 horses or less, the points are only worth half of what you were supposed to get.
The racing office is going to be scrambling to get some
Yeah,
allowance
runners.
runners.
Says, Santa Anita, the ball is in your court. Stop running 3 at bat for horses with just 5. Someone else got to run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they said 5 is going to be 75%. Anything less than 5 is 50.
That's fair. I think that's very fair.
Yep.
But yes, I like it. That's a thumb nose to California racing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. It says stop running 5-horse prep races. Exactly. Yep. They're hammering that one in the show pool.
Oh yeah.
The bridge jumpers are out.
We've got .9% of the show pool is on that one horse.
Wow. There you go. And as I was saying, Tim, even in stable duel, I don't like taking $12,000 horses, but when I see a horse that I just don't know where everyone else is coming from,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think this one's pretty clear. There's some other races tonight to where it might not be as clear. So.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, I tried to beat them. There's one I absolutely love that I think is the absolute. Well, that's called a tease. But there's one that I absolutely love that I think there's a horse that to me is a standout against the big number.
Nice, yeah. All right, we want to go ahead and get the sound on here.
Yeah, yep, absolutely, my friend. Yeah.
My old nemesis, Drop a Caribou, was in tonight.
I know, I saw that. Me too, exactly.
Every time I see him now, I just think,
and he's favored too.
Mm-hmm. I love the other favorite in that race.
Yeah.
But while they load up, Sean, we were talking about the Derby and Derby points. This Saturday is the first Derby points race.
Oh,
yes.
The Iroquois Stakes at Churchill Downs.
Whoa.
No barbed wire will load without jockey Siobhan Bell.
Oh, he's excited. He's ready to run.
He will climb back aboard. Just 2 left to load. Baby Yada.
Is that Baby Yoda's cousin?
And now just waiting on Jackie's Thunder.
Alpha's about 10 seconds up. Don't spoil the fun, Alpha.
They're all set. They're at the post. And they're off.
The 3 did not get out of the gate.
No.
Whoa.
Lost
Something
its
happened
iron,
there.
it looks like.
Yeah, something happened there.
Did not get out of the gate.
No, one I thought might be able to stay close.
Showing speed today in second. Settled back in.
But we might be all right with our try here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna get 10 extra points on my 4, maybe.
Absolutely, hopefully.
I took the 4 hoping for 2. It looks like hoping for 10. Right now I'm getting 30.
Awfully special on the inside. Jackie's Thunder to the outside in second. Baby.
Yeah, I'm 1, 4, 5.
Back in third. Moving up, happy birthday.
Everyone stay like, yeah.
And still the trailer, no bar.
Let's get that 2 into third, and we.
Yeah, I know, huh?
Might be okay.
Moves the advantage.
Let's let that 4 win the race.
Antonio looks like he's not even moving right now.
Yeah, he's not asking this horse yet. He'll pull off in a stretch. You'd see him take a
Well, look
peek.
at the 3 coming out of nowhere.
Antonio just took a peek and he's like, "See ya." He's gone.
He's like, "Thanks, guys. Thanks for playing."
4 up there.
They hit the head of the lane, and it's awfully special, taking command, and now opening up by 3.
Horse gonna mess up
3
our
is
try though.
flying.
I know, yeah. Ugh.
Here comes the 5. 3, 5. Here we go. Got the try. Come on, 5. Get up, 5.
No.
Second's gonna go to no barbed wire.
All right, there wasn't a whole lot of money to be made there though.
No.
Going
no.
1-3.
We tried. Yeah, we tried. Yep. You could tell the whole way Antonio was absolutely in autopilot there.
Yeah.
You know?
He took a peek right before they hit the stretch, looked between his legs, and then just asked a little bit, and then she was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could tell that as soon as the horse made a somewhat move at him, you know?
Yeah. That was very easy.
That was a good race by the 3, though, to get out of the.
That was, especially after that start. Wow.
Bad break, way back, and then just instead of trying to do anything silly, just sat back and made one run.
Yeah. But look at with the stable duel people, Tim. We got our 30 points before.
And I had 1 and 4.
Yeah, I had 1, 4, and 5.
We'll take that for starting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Groundhog called that pretty much cold. Said 1, 3, 4 with 2, 5 in the super.
Yeah, very good. Nice, yeah. Yeah, Dan said
I actually agree, Dan, and it makes you wonder if the 3 gets out of the gate, does the 3 possibly even win?
Yeah, because I thought the 3 was going to be only a couple lengths off of it.
Yeah.
Would kind of
I will say this though. I think even if the 3, I think Antonio was so on cruise control. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how much he even used of that horse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
nothing at all. Never went to the whip. Didn't really ask a lot.
I think even if the 3 came up, Antonio might have said,
Yeah. A little encouragement at the top of the lane.
I mean, look at him. He looks like he just barely ran. You know?
Right. Yeah, she's ready to go again.
Look at him. He's coming up.
Like, can we go around again?
Yeah, seriously. He just absolutely. You could tell when the excitement in a rider's when he's got the Cadillac and everyone else has got the Jetta. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Not that there's anything wrong with the Jetta, but I'm saying, but I'm saying, but when you got the Cadillac and you're just absolutely just motionless, and everyone else in back of you is, you know, that's got to be the greatest feeling. Like, no, you're not getting me.
The official winner here in race number 1.
And you know, how happy is Antonio right now? He's like, I just picked up a check on a horse I wasn't even supposed to ride.
Yeah,
exactly.
There, out of the Mary Yelling Timber.
Well, we were joking, Tim, right before you came on. You know, that my theory that I kind of started that Antonio takes the first races off. Right. Well, they're always 5 and 6 furlong races. Tonight was a 7 furlong race. It was right up his alley.
She's still full of herself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, she knows what she just did. Not a bad try.
Yeah.
Not in a
That's not
five-horse
that bad with that
where
group.
the two favorites win.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you kind of knew it was going to come 1-3.
Yeah. Exactly, Tom. Let me take it.
Moving on.
Take them off. Yep. Yeah. But I think we played it the right way. We're all,
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, I played the 4 for Stable, but I didn't expect them to get up for third.
Yeah, no, that horse ran a good
I didn't
solid
either. I
race.
told you 10 points. That's all I expected.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that was a great effort by Baby. You know what, baby Yoda inspired Baby Yada.
Sean, not many people had this horse. Only 70% of stables.
Wow. Okay, there you go.
21 out of 30 stables. So what were the other 9 people thinking?
Yeah. Which horse, my friend?
The 4.
Oh, the 4. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny because the 1, only 46% had the 1. So
I'm
not
shocked
everybody,
by
not everybody paid up. And if you were gonna pay up tonight, to me, that was the 1.
Yeah. So we go to the second race.
Yep, and we've got another odds-on favorite here right
Yes,
now.
we do.
The 4, Johnny Paycheck, another horse making a drop in here, but you have 3 horses making the same drop.
Yep.
So it's a little less obvious. The 4 is the one, they're all coming out of the same race. And the 4 beat the other 2 horses coming out of there fairly convincingly. Was 5 1/4 lengths in front of the 4th place finisher, who was the 1 in Anocaro. And then the 5 Vegas Playboy was even further back in that race on August 26th. And once again, though, the 4 looks to be a horse with speed, but this time I think you have horses who can challenge.
Yeah, I am all about. I'll start. I am all about the 5, Vegas Cowboy. I love this horse because, and I'll tell you why. He's dropping the same amount as our favorite is. Same race really. But and you would say, oh well, then how is he going to beat him, right? The 4's never won at this distance, by the way, which is interesting. And the 3, Call the Cops, may not win this race, but the 3 may be the worst enemy of the 4. You know what I'm saying? It may not win this race, but it's going to make the 4's race life awful tough.
Exactly.
And if those 2, even the 1 in Anocaro has won all the races on the lead.
Mm-hmm.
If the 3 of them go out, right? You look at the 5. The 5's really never run this low here. At Assiniboia, you get a Cumberbatch for the 3rd time, and maybe he's figured out this horse a little bit. Even at 6 furlongs, notice up there, 7 furlongs is 2 turns, 6 furlongs is 1 turn. Ran a much better race closing at 6, and actually won allowance non-winners of 2 at 6, flying with Badry. So I think I was totally 5, 4, and then 1.
Yep, you totally hit on basically everything I wanted to say. I think that the distance helps the 5 and the pace scenario helps the 5. I think the 3 needs the lead.
Yep.
The 4 can pass horses but does have speed.
Yes.
The 1 also a horse who can pass but probably doesn't want to.
Yep.
So I was 5-4 in here, and I could see a case for the 1 definitely in 3rd, or maybe even for the 3 hanging on for a piece.
Sure. Oh yeah.
But I was 5-4 in here as well as my top 2. How about you, Tim?
I like the 3 a lot more than the 1. And I'll tell you what, the 3 definitely, I totally agree with what you guys are saying as far as the 3 wants to be on the lead, but the 3 holds the lead at this distance. Okay. Not to win, but to be a part. if you look,
right.
17 races at the distance, 13 times in the money, 13 out of 17. So I'll take that as being underneath all day. So you look at the lines and you see 2, 3, 1, 3, 3, 2, 4, 3. So, and then that 1.5 there was a 5.5, and this horse wants a little bit more distance than that, and was in against a lot better and didn't even get the lead in that race. So the worst races are when this horse wasn't on the lead. But if this horse is on the lead, typically it's a second or third. So I don't think the 3 is going to win, but the 3, I say that to say the 3 is going to push the 4. And because of that, I think the 5 has a real shot in here. I still think it's up in the air between the 4 and the 5. But here's my thinking, and this is crazy thinking for some people sometime. I think the 4 or 5 wins, and whichever one doesn't, it's not a 4 or 5 exacta. Whichever one doesn't finishes third, and the 3 is going to split them. Because I just think the 3 is a horse that likes to finish second, has 7 of them. So has 7 of them in 17 races. So I'm going to play the 3 to split the 4 and the 5.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
I could definitely see that.
And I see everything you guys said about the 1. I just, and you know, with the drop in this race, but has done its best racing at this level. And the speed figures are just a bit below the other 3, 4, and 5.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So
and plus I hate the 1 hole in a 6 furlong race at Assiniboia.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
So do we do something like do we just key the 3 in second? Or is that getting a little ambitious?
That's exactly what I'm playing. I'm playing a 4-5 with 3 with 4-5.
I like that.
I like it.
Something small, but yeah, they could hit.
I mean, if you played $2, it's only $4.
Yeah. Mitchell's asking when Brian's going to be back. I think hope sometime soon, my friend.
Bree.
Oh, Bree?
I think.
I would think.
Because Bree was on a couple of them early in the season, I think.
She was, yeah. Bree just had her second child, so she's a little busy with the two. So we mean Bobby likes to win on the 1 and the 3. Marv is alive to the double to the 3 and the 5. Good luck, Marv. That'd be awesome. Tim is playing. We're playing 3, 4, 5 with 3 with 4, 5. Oh yeah, stable dual break. Yep, exactly. Yeah, she. Yep, exactly. I had talked to her earlier, and she said to say hello to everybody. So she's got the 2 kids right now, but they're both doing great.
So we'll throw that little $4 bet in.
Love it. There you go.
I forgot to put our banner back, but.
We got a good crew. Looks like a lovely night up there, Tim, which is nice.
It really does.
And again, thank you to all our great, and thank you again to all the people up there for giving us your signal and over the years. So appreciate it. Great people.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate all the support from Assiniboia and letting us do these streams with the feed.
Yeah, no, they're awesome. Couldn't have been nicer people. Felt bad for them too. They took the trip out for the King's Plate only to have it canceled. But,
right.
Tomorrow, by the way, is the second leg of the Canadian Triple Crown, the Prince of Wales at Fort Erie tomorrow.
I didn't realize that was tomorrow already.
Me neither. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Snuck up on me.
Good luck to our friend Catherine Day Phillips, who I think has a legitimate shot there in Wyoming Bill. He's a fresh face, and a lot of the players from the plate are coming off a shorter week rest because of the date being moved for a week, so. New guy question by Matt. Why are you keying a horse in second?
Tim?
It's not something I do a lot, but there are horses that just seem to finish in second place. And here's my other thought. So it's kind of twofold. This horse has a lot of second place finishes and likes to finish second. But the other reason is because one of two scenarios I think could play out with the 4 and 5. And I don't think they run 1-2. I think one of them's going to get the trip. Either the 3 is going to go out with the 4 and tire him out, which is going to put him behind, or the 4 is going to go ahead and just win easily. And if that's the case, if the 4 is getting the trip, then I expect the 1 to be right there and the 5 to not have the race and to be behind. So it just a couple of things, or like Todd says, just for fun. But yeah, it's not something I do a lot, but a lot of people do different wheels. It's just like keying. When you key when we do a key box, and that's like keying one horse in different positions. It's just that a lot of times you'll key a top on top and try it, but there's nothing wrong with keying in second if you really think a horse is just one of those that just loves to finish second.
Yeah. Frank Payne in the house.
What's up, Frank?
Frank very rudely passed me today in the Parks game today twice with the same 2 horses. Exactly. Still love them though. We both cashed. It was all good. And keep cashing tonight, Frankie. Vegas Playboy looking good on the track. $7-2 is a great value on him, I think. Carolina Moon's got try 4-5 with 2-3-5 with all, or 2-5. There you go. There's another one.
All right, I'm going to post. We're going to do something a little different here. I'm going to post a quote in the chat. Somebody tell me who said this. Okay. It kind of applies for racing here.
If you expect someone else to guide you, you'll be lost. Oh, I know this. I should know this. Oh. Well, it's a horse racing person. I don't.
Nope.
No, who is it?
All right, I'll post it in the chat while I say it. We lost a great man today.
Oh, James Earl Jones. Yes. The force is no longer with us.
Darth Vader or Mufasa. Take your pick as far as favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come sad. On. Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come.
Oh, exactly. One of the that was a great influence. And it's surprising the amount of people that say that movie and him, his role in there kind of influenced them from a baseball perspective. But
oh, absolutely.
One of the greatest voices of all time.
He still came back.
Sandlot's another great one, Kyle. That's another great movie he was in.
Yeah. So. He still came back to Fenway to say hello, and everyone still gave him a standing ovation every single time.
Yeah. So many great movies.
And then, he was part Black, Irish, and indigenous Native American. Yep.
All right.
0 minutes to post.
Should be heading to the post. right now.
And again, take advantage, folks, of those takeouts. Some of the lowest in North America. So
yeah, those win play show takeouts are the lowest in North America, I do believe. And that 7-2 on the 5, for me, that's a $2 win bet.
Yep.
As I say, that goes to 3-1, but we'll still take it.
Little delay scoring tonight in the stable duel. Been waiting for it to update so we could see where everybody's at.
And no one has mentioned, right, the greatest greatest role ever of him when he was Eddie Murphy's father in Coming to America.
Such a wide variety of roles, but he was.
My son is working. I love that. That was such a classic. Matt went 4-5 with 2-3 with 4-5. Okay. The Great White Hope. Yeah, that's a great movie, Neil. Yeah, King Jeffrey. Yeah. From Zamundo.
King Joffrey.
Horses making their way to the gate. We're doing pretty good here, guys. You know, good job.
Not too bad.
Yeah, McDougal's. Dan thinks that the 3 gets the lead here. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the 3 got the lead here. He needs the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. If the 3 doesn't get the lead,
yeah,
I don't think
he'll be in trouble.
A shot.
Be in big trouble.
No doubt. He had an amazing voice. The Baseball Hall of Fame, by the way, is putting his speech in Field of Dreams on video for everybody to see. That would be really cool. All
right. Want to grab the
oh yeah, the sound. There you go. Yeah.
What's up,
Keith is in the house.
Keith never wants to hang out with us anymore.
No, Keith got too big, Keith just he went to Saratoga and Keeneland. Now he's just too big now, so his agent only lets him out for certain things.
Sean and I wanted to hang out with him at Parks next weekend, but he's like, no, he's got no time for the little people.
He's in the box upstairs, he's got to meet with Jessica. Then, he's in with the owners, Yeah.
And they're off. Quigley from in between horses, call the cops straight out after the lead. Up close early, also Vegas Playboy. In between horses, Johnny Paycheck. 3 more back to Anano Caro and Salto Del Lupo.
Look at this ding-dong battle on the stretch.
That's kind of what we expected.
Yep.
And the question is, does the 4 hold on or die?
Yeah.
And that's why the 3 in the second for me, because it's been really speedy. Speed has held well.
Yep.
And it's like the scenario is 4-3-5 to me or 4, and I say that, and here comes a 5 to pass them up. We're not done.
With a half mile in 47.
47 up there. That's moving.
It's really smoking the 3 is gone.
That is moving.
It's 5 up.
In third, Johnny Paycheck is a short leader. Vegas Playboy to the outside.
The one is
Inside the
making a huge
16
run
pole.
too.
Johnny Paycheck begging for the wire. 3 across.
That was
the track.
very
Wow, that was close.
Got it.
Johnny Paycheck on the inside.
Did the 5 get it?
He held on, but it was close. The 4 held on.
Arrow in
Let's
between
see.
horses.
Should have just bet what I wrote down on my sheet.
I think it was 4-5-1, not 4-1-5.
Let's see.
The stewards have requested.
Yeah, one was definitely third.
To determine the winning horse. They went the opening
4,
quarter 24
4,
seconds. The half
4.
47 seconds. 5
Ooh,
furlongs, 1 minute.
that's closer than I thought. You know, I
do
think
think it
the
was
4
the
still held
4,
on, but that was closer than I thought.
Yeah.
That 5 was.
And you know, the 1 did kind of come up in the middle, so we'll see about that one too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, one ran a really nice race there.
1 ran a really nice race there. Did the 1 win?
No.
Yeah, why are they showing the 1 and the 5 in
I was
the
gonna
photo?
say,
Hang
wait a
on.
minute.
Yeah, it's definitely between the 4 and the 5, but I think it was the 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'd be real happy if it was
And
the
they're
5.
not showing
but I
either
think
horse.
it's the 4.
4 is like, wait a minute, I was there too. They're just, why are they showing the 1? Exactly.
The cameraman had the 1.
Right.
The 1's like, okay, let's go in the winner's circle.
The 1 thinks they won.
Jeez. There's the 4.
There's-
I don't
there's
think the
the
1
winner, I
thinks they
think.
won because they're the 1's back with the 3 getting everything taken off.
Yeah.
So they don't think they won. The 4 won.
Yeah.
It was pretty clear to me that the 4 won.
Yeah, that thought so too. The on the slow mo, the 5 was closer than I thought he was, though. That was
Right.
That was close.
But I still think the 4 had a nose in front, but it was
Yeah.
closer than I thought.
Jeez, it's taking a long time here.
Stewards
Right.
requested a photo.
Was it closer than we thought?
Even the 4 is like, okay, maybe I did win it, maybe I didn't. I don't know. Wouldn't it be funny? The 4 just stands there for 5 minutes and then the 5
They have
wins.
not unsaddled the 1 either.
Yeah,
Neville's
exactly.
like, I won this race.
You can take the tack off the 1, guys.
And then the 5 isn't unsaddled either. This is crazy.
They're all just hanging out.
Triple dead heat.
Results of the photo.
Yeah.
The winner number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Johnny
yeah,
Paycheck.
exactly.
That's what we thought.
Second
Yeah.
goes to number 5, Vegas Playboy. Third to number 1, Anano Caro. And fourth to number 3.
Pretty chalky.
Paul the
Yeah,
Cops.
that's the
Yep.
way we saw it. Yeah.
Which is kind of the other reason that I played that the way that I played it is just like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not taking chalk 1-2.
Yeah.
Races. That's number 4, Johnny Paycheck. Johnny Paycheck is a dark bear brown gelding, 5 years old, 5 violence. Out of the mare.
See where that try
Unsung
came back
Heroine,
at.
5 more than ready. Owned by Henry
What's
Witt
up, Paul?
Jr.
Hey, Paul is watching the NFL. Thanks for dropping in, my friend.
By Neville Stevenson. Time for the 6 furlongs.
Exactly.
That's
Not bad.
that exacta. $9.
Should have just bet that straight.
Wow, that's a great exacta.
Yeah, that actually
really
went
is.
really
I thought it was
well.
gonna be like $2.
Right?
No, that's not the that's Irish Paul Nolan. Paul Nolan is actually Nolen. Exactly. Yep. From Australia, the black caviar.
Sean, we're gonna have to send a note to Bree and be like, "What's up with Stable Duel here? I need some scoring."
Yeah. I'll turn the lecture off here.
Yeah.
The 3 got the lead, but we knew,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. There was a Paul Nolan that rode at Canterbury. You are correct. Yep. It's like, what is it, like 3 a.m. for Paul over there?
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
I think 211.
Okay, yeah. Thank you as always for joining us, Paul. You got a 300 was way down under, mate. Yeah, no, the three ran dropped anchor there. But we're on to the third race. Hey, Fap, how are you? He's betting the fourth race, Giant 1, and in race 5, Shooting Money. I like it. Do I know anything about Larry Smith? Do I? Oh, here's our good friend Jessica's favorite buddy here at 3 to 5. Drop a Caribou.
Oh, my boy. He's picked it up this meet, but after those first 3 races of the meet, I kind of was like, nope, I'm done with this horse. And he could win this, but I prefer the 3 between the 2 favorites. I'll take the horse who's coming off a little bit of a drop. Last race wasn't very good, but the race before won at the $7,500 level. As you mentioned last week and tonight, you don't have to worry about these drops at the end of the meet. People are trying to get wins, and if they lose their horse, then you know what? Then they don't have to pay the feed bill, and they get the claim tag as well. So nothing wrong with that as far as anyone here is concerned. So I liked the dropper in here, the 3 Screenplay. I think there's enough pace in here. And Screenplay is really the only one who doesn't want to be on or near the lead.
Yeah.
So that was why I was 3-2-1 in here. I thought that Cajun Birdie was also interesting as possibly the quickest of the speed, although it's probably close between the 2 and the 5 for who's going to be quickest. And the 5, the last time they faced each other, did stay a little better.
Yep.
But hoping second time in the barn makes a little bit of a difference for Cajun Birdie, also taking a little bit of a drop from the $5,500 level down to the $4,000 level. But I was pretty solidly on the 3 on top in here. And Drop a Caribou has a chance. Tom Gardepy is 18% first off the claim. And he's been in good form now. He's refound his form again.
Yeah. Tim, how did you see this race, my friend?
I think 75% of the people that claim Drop a Caribou can win with this horse off the claim.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look seriously, the Drop a Caribou is getting claimed every race out. And you know, one with Elton Dickey, one with Lise Pruitt, you know, then basically Wendy Anderson wasn't able to, didn't win. I'm sorry, one with Wendy Anderson, not with Lise Pruitt, but then Kepler got the horse, one with Kepler. It's like, I mean, now it's time for Gardepy to get a check. I think it's tough to beat this horse. The thing that I looked at Screenplay, I like Screenplay, but you and I say it all the time. I don't like Whitehall in these 5.5 furlong races. I know he won.
Right. Yeah.
I know he won on this horse 2 back, but I'm thinking that, you know, the 1 to me is probably a better play than the 3, because the 3 is going to be closing from deep. The 1's going to be closing from just off of it. I think the 2 is going to be the speed, is probably going to be the one that's going to be the speed up front. I think those are your 3 horses, but I see it 1, 3, 2.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Caribou. I mean, the other interesting thing exactly is that that it never has the same trainer, so it never has the same jockey, which is funny too. You know?
And everybody just keeps winning. I mean,
everybody keeps winning.
Dawkins went twice, and he's the only one that he's 1 for 2. But Bino's got to win, Ballroop's got to win. Now it's Rashad's turn.
Yeah.
And you know, the 5 pounds doesn't hurt. So
yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. I thought this race just clearly went through the 3 and the 1. But I will say this again: if the 1 does kind of get brave on the lead with Knights, I do think big investment on the drop could be a little bit of a bigger player on the front end. I'm not saying necessarily win, but he could kind of make his life a little bit miserable out there.
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance Drop a Caribou gets the lead in this race.
No.
Yeah. No, I think Drop a Caribou is definitely going to sit just off of it. That's
where me too. Yeah, I think the 5. I think Bell sends the 5 on the drop.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and the 2, the 2's going for sure.
Yeah.
That was. I thought that the 2 might be able to hang on for a piece of it, shortening up half a furlong here.
Yeah.
But
and that's what I said. I like the 2 third to hang on for a piece, but definitely going to be on the lead and can probably hang on. But if the 2 didn't, I still like 1 and 3 on top. If anybody beats the 2 for third, I do think Sean's 5 would be the one that would be closing, that would be hanging on for a pieces.
Yeah.
Because I think the 5's going out as well. So 5's going to go out, the 2's going to go out, and then the 3 is going to be back. The 1's going to sit off of that speed battle of the 5 and 2, in my opinion, and just pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
When will races 1,600 meters and above be on the schedule in upcoming meets? Only ask as I black booked a horse from last show meeting that needs longer. Okay.
They don't really do a whole lot of mile plus races at Assiniboia. You get mile stakes, I think.
Just stakes. Yeah.
Get a mile up here.
Yeah, and we only have 2 weeks left as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And remember, Fap, these horses up here run a lot more frequently than the ones up in in like Eastern Canada, Woodbine, and most tracks in North America. They run more of a harness kind of schedule up here rather than a typical thoroughbred, thing. So to make them go that much of a distance, is not going to be their ideal strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Even money. Oh. How you doing tonight, Alpha Omega? Great to have you as always, my friend. $75 people in the chat tonight so far. Thank you to everybody.
Thank you all.
Just sharing again here.
Neil's going a 2-3-5 try box, just tossing Drop a Caribou.
Yeah.
That's bold.
Shucking them out.
Very bold.
Oh, social engagement. There you go. Absolutely, Fap out.
Oh, yeah, I remember that horse. That was her first try at Assiniboia last time.
Yep.
Oh, and thank you. Yes, hit the like button, guys.
Yeah,
you're over on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're on Twitter, drop a like, a retweet.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That way. Definitely appreciate it. So how are we betting this race, guys?
These are great questions.
Like we all kind of think it's 1-3 and then maybe 2-5 underneath. Seems to be kind of the consensus.
Yeah.
But how do you make money with that opinion? Because
that's what I'm trying to think here.
It's just chalk.
Well, this is where you try to get clever and try to key a horse and hope that one of them falls out of the out of the picture, you know? You can make the argument that, I do think the 3, because in a small field, but we did even see that in the last race where even with the 3 broke bad, but because of the small field, he still caught up. I'm not saying the one Antonio was going to be beat, but he did catch up, you know? So, I mean, the 3, maybe you key the 3 and then try to beat the 1 and hope that Caribou has one of his good but not so good races, and then, you know, someone else beats him to the punch. He is in the 1 post.
Yeah,
which is, you know,
great. That 5.5, you do have kind of a bit of a run up with the shoot, but that also gives the horse the opportunity to kind of duck in where the track crosses over. I do prefer the 3.
Yeah.
But I definitely understand why. You know, I don't think we can leave the 1, out. But
yeah. There you go.
I would probably personally, I just played a very small 60 cents total, 3 over 1 over 245 for a try.
There you go.
That was what I did on my own. Just
Tim, what are you thinking, my friend?
Honestly, I think the money and the pools tell me that I'm gonna play an exacta box 1-3, because right now the lowest either one of those is paying for $2 is $11.50. So for every and the other way, it's $12 one way and $13 the other way. So either way,
should we just box that then?
Yeah. So my $4 is basically paying me 3 to 1. So
yeah, let's just box that then. Yeah.
So I mean that's what based on these exactas the way they're paying now. If it dropped down a whole lot, I mean maybe it's not worth it. But I think at that money, and you know, here's the thing: if you think, and I'm just talking for everybody out there, if you think the 1 can be beaten, the 1 underneath of all of the exactas is paying well, and then even if you thought that somebody other than the 3 gets in underneath the 1, all of those are paying well, 15, 17, and 26. So. It's just like, just figure out how you want to play it. Don't get too cute. I mean, the trifecta might pay a little bit as well, but I think this race is so close as far as you got a couple horses on top and then who's underneath. And it's just like, there are so many combos. Rather than play that, what I would do is just hit the exacta a little bit harder instead of paying instead of playing a 2, maybe you play a $5 exacta box. It's $10, but you triple your money either way. So
that's exactly what I have typed out right now. We send it. I love that. At those prices, I just didn't even think to look at exactas with.
So Paul, right now it is 9:24 Eastern Standard Time. And we are doing all the races from Assiniboia tonight. Yep.
Still no scoring in Stable Duel.
Yeah.
I would send Brie a message, but I send her lots of messages. She probably hates me.
20-cent pick 5. 20-cent pick 5. Hail Mary.
Love
it, Tom. The Doug Flutie special. The Doug Flutie special, Tom.
Now somebody just hit the 3-1 exacta pretty heavy because it was paying more, and now it dropped to $9. The 1-3 is still paying 11, but it dropped to 9 for 2.
All right.
Still worth the money to me, but as far as the exacta box, and now we really want the 1-3 because that one's paying even more. So
yeah.
But somebody just hammered a 3-1 exacta. And the exacta pool right now is $2,700. There's $2,700 in the exacta pool. $2,855 now. It just popped up.
Dennis, my team won, so I'm ecstatic. We're in first place for 1 week. We're ecstatic. Beating the Bungles.
Brutal ending to the Ravens Chiefs game.
Oh,
that
man.
was a little bit of a heartbreaker.
Lively is from Cambridge, Mass.
Oh, really?
Yep. If he'd only just worn white shoes, they would never noticed.
Right. I saw someone say that.
See, 28.9 million people watched that game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Taylor moved, whether you like her, love her, whatever, it doesn't matter. She moves the needle.
That's wild.
I've never seen so many people when Swift Delivery ran at Woodbine, right? The amount of kids and young girls that were there to see that horse run that day. It was like the plate all over again, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, I won't blame the refs. It was the right call. That doesn't make it any less brutal.
Yeah.
He was out. His toe was out, but
I love Lamar Jackson, the player. I'm still waiting for him to be the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You know, like in terms of like he had Flowers wide open, like 2 plays before, and just totally missed him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was wide open. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but Alpha Saints won. Yeah, 47-0. Carolina maybe the worst.
Yeah, no,
team.
I was ecstatic about that game for fantasy because I have their defense. But then Puka Nakua getting hurt hurt me a little bit.
Me too. There you go. So they're getting to the gate. We'll put the sound on here for our friends here. So, right when I do that, did our picture go?
Oh.
Oops. I'll take that off for a second there.
Yeah, I can pop it up for this race. I still have
Let
it
me
going.
see. Yeah. Hold on. I'll get out. I'll go out and get in, you know?
Yeah.
There we go. Now we're back. They were just teasing us. There we go.
It's
It's
post time.
Look at the pick 5, huh? 169 grand up there. And by the way,
I'm waiting for 2 more weeks, Sean. On that last week, I'm hoping the jackpot hangs out, and then we have a mandatory payout.
yes, that would be fantastic.
Then it'll be Then we'll talk about the pick 5.
Yes.
By the way, we don't get to say this much up here. Boston College is 2-0. We've beaten Florida State and Duquesne. That really doesn't count. But we play number 8 Missouri this week, so that'll be interesting. See what type of team we really are.
Birdie is in.
Tim, are the Kentucky Blue any good this year, or are we?
They suck. They're horrible.
They're terrible. Okay.
Here's Bully.
So Vanderbilt has a chance.
Waiting on big investment.
No,
Vanderbilt
seriously,
won one game.
they're horrible. Absolutely horrendous.
That field is set. They're at the post. And they're off.
Whoa.
Where's 5 going?
Looking sharply on the inside. That's Drop a Caribou. Now in between horses. Cajun Birdie showing good speed. Drop a Caribou saving the race.
What is Rashad doing?
Here's Bully 3 wide in third.
Did he lose the reins on the 5?
Heavily restrained 4 wide.
I don't know.
Screenplay.
But what is Rashad doing? He's a little close to the heat right now.
Yeah.
Quick 23 and 3 and drop.
Guess he thinks he has the horse.
Now
Yeah.
the short lead by a head.
Look at this. He's trying to take it to him right now.
Back to third to Here's Bully, Tejan Birdie, and Screenplay. Starting to pick
Come on
up
with that
horses.
three.
They hit
Come
the
on,
end of the
4.
lane and drop a Caribou.
Come on with that 3.
Switch leads, 3. Switch leads.
47 and 1.
Get up, 3.
Get up, 3. Come on, 3. Get up. Get up, 3. Come on, 3. Get up, 3. Yes. Love it.
Who's gonna win it by 2?
All right.
Boom.
Easy money.
Screenplay, third
Easy
to Here's
money.
Bully, and fourth to Big Investment.
I guess Rashad knew he had the horse.
Yeah, that's it.
He was a lot closer than I thought he was going to be to that heat.
Yeah, same. I thought that there was a chance he was that close, and that if he was that close, that the 3 was going to catch him. 30 to 1 shot in third. That try might be okay.
That's my one stable dual play. The 4.
Second goes to number 3, Screenplay. Third to number 4 to Here's Bully, and
I played 1 and 4.
5, Big Investment.
Yeah, there you go.
The opening quarter, 23 and 3.
Oh,
Sean,
yeah,
once
Paul.
again.
Yes, I did. What a game between Georgia Tech and Florida State, Paul, right down to the end. Great game in Dublin.
7 and 1.
Sean, once again on the 4, 70%. The same number as had the
Love it. There you go.
as had the 4 in the first. We need some scoring though. We're free. All right, I'm gonna drop a note. I'm gonna drop a message on Stable Duel.
Oh, gee.
I'm gonna go on X. I'm gonna tag Stable Duel and Bree.
We need some scoring for our game. Right now, I'm tied for first.
I think if the 3 had switched leads about 1/8 of a mile sooner, he might have had a chance. Although Drop a Caribou was geared down by the time
Yeah.
the 3 got anywhere close. 1 was just best.
Yeah, by far. Yeah.
I think the jockey there probably thought that they were going to back up more, going with everyone going so quick. I think he kind of felt comfortable with where he was.
Yeah.
Because that was quick. Going a minute, 5 furlongs at Assiniboia is.
I still don't know what happened to the 5 out of the gate. He went completely sideways, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he lost the reins or something, you know?
It was definitely weird.
Yeah, or it could just be the horse being quirky, nothing to his outside.
Yeah.
And written to victory by Rashad Knight.
The 4 was third, Matt.
7 and 1.
30 to 1.
Wow.
Look at that. 870, nothing wrong with that at all.
Try. Spent $1.20, got back $7.30. I'll take it.
Yeah, good job. That's great.
$1,000 guaranteed pick 4 wagering. Scratch number 6. Weldon.
Drop a Caribou. How many people had Drop a Caribou, Tim?
In this evening's pick 4.
Picked up a nice 20.
So Drop a Caribou was held by 53%.
I did not use him, and I refused to use him.
It's just its own principle now.
Yeah, it's on principle
It's
now.
personal.
Right, exactly.
I need them to score this because I've got winner, winner, winner.
The order should read
Couple of
Tonight's
thirds in
game
the
has been
fourth.
canceled due to Tim doing too well. We apologize.
Every time. Every time. I'll tell you, that's happened to me like 3 times, and I'm
It is.
starting to get
Every time they've canceled a game, Tim has been at the top every single time. It's like they know. The machine
It's
knows.
like, you
Riders
know.
up is up.
I'll tell you, the one night that I really got a little bit upset was they had a really big harness game when they were doing some of the harness early on. And they had one of the big games to where first place was like 1,000 or something. And it's just like, I was like crushing that card, 6 winners, like way up on everybody. and they canceled it because of some issues. And I was like, oh no,
How dare.
that is not going to work. That one was upsetting.
Understandable.
I'm still waiting for him to
I
do.
was doing my best Sean imitation. 6 winners on a harness card. Sean's been killing it lately.
We did that for 5, right? That exacta?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yes.
I'm still waiting for Stable to do a Woodbine Mohawk game.
Almost back up even then. And then,
That was a good strong ride there on Drop a Caribou, by the way.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
had question marks, but
Yep.
apparently they were undeserved.
Yeah.
Knew what he was doing. Yeah, no, it looks like the 5 just broke out.
Yeah. Just yeah.
That
You're supposed-
definitely cost him third.
Oh,
Mhm.
for sure. For sure. Thank you. Okay. So
And if he comes in third, I had to try.
oh,
Ah,
I bet a $10 straight 1-3-5 try. So I was
Oh.
hating it.
ah. Yeah, I went skinny.
what is every one tonight 1 to 2 or 3 to 5, or is this like put the favorite on the rail night or
Right.
Here we are again.
Here
Mhm.
again. Giant
Yes.
one.
Another one that.
Perhaps pick of the night. Exactly.
Hi,
But
Alex.
I will tell you what. Go ahead, Jesse.
Oh, I was gonna say this is another one of those horses who, like, kind of all of the favorites so far tonight.
Yeah.
This horse makes a lot of sense, but I have a horse at a price that I kind of like, and that's the 2 for me. This horse at the 7 furlong distance is 2 for 3. Is coming in off a win at the level. Now does have to deal with the dropper in the 1, who is also coming in off a win at twice the price tag. So there's that. But this horse has a little bit of tactical speed, doesn't necessarily need the lead, and this is another race that to me looks like it's going to be pretty quick. I think the 5 and the 6 are going out to the front. I think the 1 will be there as well. And I think that the 2 will get a nice stalking trip. Might not be a winner, but I think as a horse with Antonio Whitehall going 2 turns, one that you have to consider second time at Assiniboia Downs. So I was 2-1-4, might be a little, wishful thinking putting the 2 on top, but I like the 2 quite a bit in here. But I and the 4 as well. Speed figures wise, actually ran better last time out.
Yeah.
Than the 1, despite finishing second at the level. So, and has races to go back to at the allowance level that also makes sense. But yeah, that was where I was at in here. What were you thinking, Tim?
So out of all of the favorites that we've had so far, this was the first one to where I don't like this horse at all. So I'm definitely playing against the 1 in here. The horse I like a lot in here is the 4 Exotics Bear. I just think that this is another horse who third off the claim now has moved forward each time. Basically, if you were staying at the $5,000 level here, I'm just going to play against the 1. I like the 4. I think that both of these are probably going to be in similar positions. And I just think that the 4 has been putting in better races if I'm comparing speed figures. And I think this horse has not run at the distance, but really wants it. So if you look at the last 6 furlong, was definitely closing up in that race and closing up pretty well to big ticket in there. So I definitely like the 4 on top quite a bit here. And then I'm gonna even put more horses. I'm not putting the 1 in my top 3. So next I went to the 5 Prairie Drifter. This is another one. Rashad Knight's getting back up on board. This horse, he's been off a little bit the last few races. He started out the year he was racing much better, but then he stepped up in class. Now he's back. Now he's back at this level, and I think that at this level you have to respect this horse, and he's going to be there. And then I like Jessica's 2/3, so that's the horse. I do think that one's probably going to be closing late with Antonio up at 7 furlongs. Could even get higher than third, but that's where the way I was going to play it, 4, 5, and 2, and I'm completely fading the 1 to be out of the money.
How about you, Sean?
I love the 2. Poseidon's Wave, Lee, Dilleron, Whitehall. Not a combination that is very, Gorno did use Antonio sometimes, but not very often. He had Patterson on it last time. The horse is 2 for 3 at the distance, and the one race he lost was at a $20,000 claiming race at Houston, which is much better than these. So to me, almost saying he's undefeated at the distance. You go from Patterson to Whitehall, which I think is obviously a big one, at 7 furlongs. Henry Witt, who is legendary just down in that Texas area down there. Henry Witt owns a lot of horses down in Texas. He brings them up here. This horse, that was a very impressive win last time versus Lollipop Kid. And I just think until this horse is beaten, and I think the one is vulnerable, I'm just going, I was 2, 1, and 2, 4, and 1. I was with him. I put the 1 in third. I was 2, 4, and 1.
All right.
So Stable Duel update. I put my message out there on X. They've already responded and said basically they're still waiting for the data to come through. There's nothing on Equibase, which is where they get it. And then they tagged the Assiniboia and said, "How's the results coming?" So, just as they did all of that, the results for race 3 are now in. So there you go. There's positioning for race 3, but race 1 and race 2 still have not scored. So right now, based on race 3, I'm tied with a bunch of people in third. Payne's in 14, Papa's in 14. Sean, they got you in 24th only because in that race you only had the 1 horse.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to be that far down, but that's where you are based on the third.
Right. But what a great 30 points it was. Exactly.
Yeah, so we'll see when everything else starts coming in.
Yeah.
But hopefully they get it flowing here.
Yeah, no charts yet, it looks like. So
all right, now they're starting to flow because 1 just landed, still waiting on 2. But now based on 1 being in there, I'm tied for 5th with Uncle Sully. Payne's Picks is in 14th. Sean is in 12th. And I said 14 before 12 because for some reason the numbers weren't in order. It's weird. So yeah, now it's sorted. So yeah, I'm in 5th. Uncle Sully 9, Sean 12, Payne 14. Who else we got here? Papa's Picks 21. Anyone else that I missed? Your Stable Duel name?
Yeah, let us know.
From the lounge.
Paul had 2 questions. Paul, here in the States, the horses go behind a gate. In France, the harness horses just start in a circle. So there's a little bit difference in France. And then he also asked Sean, Tim, and Jess, did you like the race in the Kentucky Downs? I loved it.
I do too.
Yeah,
it frustrates you at times, but it's awesome racing.
Everybody talks about how hard it is, and it. I'd say it depends on what you're betting and how you're betting. But as far as just picking winners and horses that are right there, I mean, we Sean and I did pretty well this weekend. We did.
Yep.
We were winning Stable Duel games and, had lots of winners and everything. And, that's the thing. If people are chasing a bunch of exotics and trying to play that can be hard. But if you're just trying to find winners or playing flat, I think that's a whole lot easier. And here's the thing: I think a lot of people will handicap a race and look at the PPs and just handicap it as if it was a flat oval, and it's not. You have to take into account the fact that it's an undulating course with really 3 turns instead of 2, and it's 2 uphills and a downhill.
Yeah. And that's why the Breeders' Cup horses are 0 for 53, coming because some people love that and some just don't. The ones that have started there are 0 for 53 because they love the hill, but they just may not like the flat as much.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a different kind of horse and a course, and you just have to handicap that.
Yeah.
For example, if you've got a horse that loves 6 furlongs but doesn't like 6.5, 7, and they're in a 6 furlong race, I'm fading them because it plays like 6.5, 7. So you got to play it a little longer because of the uphills.
Yeah,
and that's what people don't take into account. They try to handicap it flat oval, and it's not a flat oval.
Right.
Exactly. There's a stamina element there that you have to take into account.
Very much so.
And our good friend Frankie Dettori is saying, why did I not come here like 10 years ago? I like this hill.
Right.
Well, and it's crazy because you look at a lot of the courses over there in England, and it's like the flat oval is the rarity.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yep. All right, we're back on the track. Okay, we just have to ask, Assiniboia, we only have a couple weeks to go. Are we the VIP fans tonight? That's all I want to know.
Maybe they'll give it to us the last week.
Who's listening up there? Exactly.
So how do we bet this? Because we've basically made a case for every horse that's under double-digit odds. But it seems like the 4 and the 2 are the 2 horses that we want to kind of key in on here.
Try a key. Should we try a key?
Do we just try for an exacta where we can get the 1 out of the exacta? How does that look?
Tim, how do the exactas look, my friend?
Well, that's what I was pulling up because I looked up and saw the 1 sitting at even money, which I'm happy with that only because I don't like the 1. So if you're fading the 1, I think everything looks really, really good because take the 1 out, and the lowest exacta of all of them would be a 5-2 paying $26.20 for 2.
Wow.
All right.
And even if we get rid of the 3 and we don't look at 3 because that's probably, your long shot, which has the least chance. So you're looking at lots of 30s and 40s and 50s and, in the exactas. And that's without a 1 either way. And I'm not saying that's what we necessarily should play. That's what I liked. You guys obviously have your opinion and, put it in there. But the lowest, just to give you an example, a 1-4, with the 1 over the 4 is 1050, and 4-1 would be 1760. So those are your 2 lowest with the 1 on top and underneath.
All right. Yeah. Well, the 1 on top that doesn't $10 isn't going to work.
No.
Because that was my thought was if we're tossing the favorite, then boxing 3 horses probably isn't the worst move in the world.
No, I agree.
And just go 2, 4, 5 exacta box.
Yeah, I like that. I like it. Yep. And if the 1 beats us, the 1 beats us.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's horse racing.
We've had lots of favorites, and here at Assiniboia, it's like they typically don't run
1. Yep. And again, he's breaking from the rail, so stuff can happen.
Exactly. So we'll try and get him out of there.
Yeah.
And we're kind of happy any way that shakes out with that. So
yeah. You know who's amazing? I always say this. I love him not just because he's a friend. I think one of the most underrated turf riders in the last 20 years is Jose Lascano. He just doesn't get he's an amazing turf rider. He just doesn't,
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if you played in the last, this is amazing, if you played Jose Lascano, every mount for $2, Jose Lascano, that he's ridden at Saratoga the last 20 years, your ROI is $2.30 return. That's amazing.
Yeah. All right. Heading to the track, hopefully to the gate. On the track.
Yep, 0 minutes to post. Kurt's got 1-2-4. Stretch got 2-1-3.
Alpha Omega Stables going 1-2 with 4.
Yeah. 1-2-4. Good luck, Alpha. Thank you to everybody joining tonight. Stretch is going all. He loves in the pick 4. He just buying.
Couldn't even throw out the 3. Come on, Stretch.
Yeah. Paul is cheating. Again, there you go. The guaranteed pick 4 pool. Again, one of the lowest takeouts, $50,000.
I love this wager, and I forgot it was pick 4 time, or I would.
Yeah.
Let me see if I still got time to throw a quick one in.
Anytime, Matt. That's what we're here to help you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Colin Sheehan back working the Red Sox.
Checking in on us. Hope you're having a good night, Colin.
He's working the Red Sox game tonight, so.
And spoiler alert, in the next race, the favorite is the 1.
I know. Isn't it amazing?
Again.
One on his toes.
Hello, Colin.
Let me update our bankroll. 12.83. Before I forget.
We're going to the gate. I know I'm super biased, by the way, but every time I watch the Phillies run against each other on the turf right now, right, I'm just thinking how good Moira is. I think she's really good.
Could be her year.
Yeah, I think this could be her year. I don't know if she's good enough to beat the Europeans, but she was right there last year with them,
Yeah, she
was right there with them last year. So she keeps getting better and better. And she's calmer now. When she was a 2-year-old and 3-year-old, she'd be kicking the bushes up at Woodbine.
Mm-hmm.
It's like now she's a much more professional lady in showing.
Yeah, and that can make the difference, especially with those big days, those big races.
Oh, yeah.
Dan's got a pick 4 in here. His A ticket 1 with 1-3 with all with 2-4-7. B ticket with the 4 with the 1-3 with 1-2-3-8 with 2-4-6-7.
Yeah.
Good luck tonight, Dan.
Yeah. And speaking of which, Moira is running this weekend in the Woodbine Mile.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah. It's a matchup of her and Fed Rover, the matchup again.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right. I just posted my pick 4 ticket. So I'm going to play the 4-5 I'm going to single the 1 in the next race. And then I'm going 5-8. And in the last race, so spoiler alert for later when we talk about it, I'm placing all because I think that race is like wide open.
You're wide open.
I could not throw a horse out. I can make a case for every horse in that race.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Graves, how are you? Pick 4, 2, 4, 5, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3 with 2. I love this. See, this is what's beautiful about horse racing. Tim,
Yes, I know what you're
using
saying.
everybody. Kyle, I got a single.
I'm singling the 2. I love it. I knew what you were going to say.
That's what makes it fun. Absolutely.
I mean, I get that 2 is the morning line favorite, but I'm telling you, that race is like wide open. And the longest shot in the race, to me, that's who I took in Stable Duel.
My buddy Kurt here.
On the 6-5 favorite, Giant One. They're all set. They're at the post.
Good luck, Marv.
Shirley Sherman, a little fractious. And
Let's
rock.
go.
Whoa. Some bumping there.
On the far
Little
outside,
banging.
Exotics Bear and Prairie Drifter.
Cocaine
Both
Bear.
showing some early speed, matched on the inside by Giant One. 3 across the track, battling early. Poseidon's
I like it.
Whoa, look at these 3.
And Shirley Sherman
I like it.
will be the early trailer. Giant One grabs
I
the
don't
lead by a half
I
a
don't think
length.
that one wants to be
Turn
up front
over
in that kind of
25
speed
and
duel.
Prairie Drifter.
That's
No.
not the kind of races you see when the horse has won. When you see that horse has been up front, he doesn't win. We'll see. We'll see if the 4 and the 5 can get going here.
Yeah.
Giant One now has opened up the advantage.
Still not super fast though.
No.
Here they come. They're closing.
48 and 4. Exotics
Come on now,
starting
two.
to gain ground in second.
Get going
Prairie
now,
Drifter
two.
back in third.
Come on, get this 2
Wave
running down the stretch.
Also making a move from the back. And
Here comes the 4. Now get the 2 running.
Still, Giant One hits the head of the lane and is up 5-5. Back in second, Exotics Bear, and then Poseidon.
Just too good on the drop.
But Giant One running a big race. Exotics Bear not giving up. but
Cocaine
right
Bear
now,
almost gets.
Giant One's gonna take it. Exotics Bear in second. Poseidon's Wave in third. Fourth to Shirley Sherman.
Well, it's the favorite night at Assiniboia.
I'm telling you, that's every race so far.
Yep.
I hate that.
All right.
Yeah, the one is way too strong. But that's how you got to take a stand sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
Exactly.
And if the one doesn't run his race, then,
This is supposed to number 1, Giant One, as your race winner. Second goes to number 4, Exotics Bear. Third to number 2, Poseidon's Wave. And fourth to number 3, Shirley Sherman. They went the opening quarter 25 and 3. The half 48 and 4.
This Exotic Bear. No, Dennis, we hit big on was it Breeders' Cup Day, and Cocaine Bear was scratched on this past
Don't
weekend.
think the horse was named Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, it was not. That is not his real name.
It was Mountain Bear.
It's Mountain Bear. It's exactly. But we were joking.
But yes,
That was
we
not his real
called it
name.
Cocaine Bear, and the thing was, we had that horse and hit a big exacta with it.
Yes,
He's a
exactly.
huge, gorgeous
The
horse too. That one.
Right, but Mountain Bear was scratched this past weekend at Kentucky Downs.
Okay.
Sadly.
Yes, I was looking forward to that horse. I actually liked that horse in that race.
Yeah, me too. Exactly.
So the 1-4 is going to pay a host $7.40 for 2.
Not terribly bad with those 2 favorites.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, if you were confident in it and played it straight.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's not a bad, Hey, Barry C.
Barry. How are you doing tonight, Barry?
Now entering
What's
the
up,
winner's
Barry?
enclosure, the official winner here in race 4. That's number 1, Giant One.
Good job, Rick. Nice
Giant
job.
One.
Yeah, that super might be all right.
By Giant Gizmo. Under the mare, just the one. By Tiz now.
Guess who I took in that race, Sean?
Who did you take the 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got me 20 points
Yeah, absolutely.
for a whole
Absolutely.
$1,000. I like it.
I didn't take anybody, unfortunately. I wish I had.
Try's not bad, really.
But yeah, because I was trying to fade the one there and didn't like the one on top, I was like, I'm not spending the money, but I could see the one winning, so I just took the $1,000 horse.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll take that. Let me see the folks up ahead of me. Let's see. Oh, okay. So the first place Libation Stables, he also took the 3. The second place person also took the 3. Third place also took the 3. And fourth place, Giant won. And you know who it is? Michael. So Michael's got the 1. So he's probably going to jump up to first.
Yeah. I took nobody in that race.
Yeah, he's going to jump up to first.
I will drop backwards.
Oh, Barry, I just saw Barry's in 11th right now. He's got Giant 1 as well.
So he will jump up. Let me bring my screen back up here. There we go. Perfect. Get that back on. There we go. Oh, thanks, Barry. Yeah. Yeah, and he was a great man, my friend. I've known him since he was the assistant to Alan Jerkins, and that was Kelly Kipp, and way back then. A great trivia question. I don't know if you guys knew this. He was assistant to 3 trainers: Dwayne Lucas, Nick Zito, and Alan Jerkins. Not a bad trio to be.
Well, not at all. Yeah,
associated with, huh?
Absolutely.
Not a bad trio.
From some of the best.
And you know, I only know I didn't know him personally, and I only know of him through horse racing Twitter, horse racing X, whatever you want to call it. But you know, he was, of all the industry people, he was one of the first people to follow me back after I followed him, and he would comment and comment on your posts and things, and he was just very personable, for somebody that I didn't really know personally. So
yeah.
Absolutely,
and seemed like a great person.
And to him, everybody's voice counted. You know what I'm saying? Which was so. That's why he was so so popularly liked.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd see him at Saratoga. Wasn't up in the boxes. Wasn't it was in his Miami Heat hat and his shorts and his just walking around the people. Anyone who stopped to talk to him, he would talk. And he'd tell you his racing stories. Oh my God. I know more about Jean-Luc Samin's life than I will ever know. thanks to Chuck. But he was something.
Never afraid to kind of step on toes a little bit with opinions.
No. If he had an opinion, he was sticking to it. And that, as Colin Ray said, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, exactly. Got to respect just sticking to his guns with different things, and had opinions, and a lot of good opinions.
He did, yeah.
That maybe horse racing will be able to honor his memory by implementing some of his ideas.
Our friend Stephanie, she works at Godolphin and Coolmore and all that stuff, and she's such a huge Sierra, and she said, "What happened?" And he said, "You need to feed them." And it made her crack up. You know what I'm saying? He said, "You need to feed them more." Yeah, great sense of humor.
It was pretty impressive, though, that as I looked at all of the tweets and things that people were putting out, how many people across the industry, were truly, devastated and touched by his loss, because it just shows you the reach and impact that he had and how many friends he had in the industry. And that just says a lot about a person.
Yeah, absolutely.
And definitely. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, no, he was always a big supporter of my work. He shared my blogs and stuff and would, promote my stuff. And I really appreciated that. Was always really supported me too through like some of the mental health stuff that I've dealt with. He was always someone who was there for me and would reach out with kind words. So definitely someone who's going to be missed.
You'll appreciate this, Jess. He said to me once, he was a big fan of yours. He said to me, he said, "Hey, Pope," he said, "What have you done with Jess?" He said, "She was afraid to talk. Now she's doing fantastic." You know, like he said, "Watch the show." He said, exactly. He said, it was great. He said, you know, that's Chuck. You know what I'm saying? He said, she wouldn't talk before. Now she's doing fantastic. Exactly.
That's got me tearing up.
I'm saying, but that was Chuck. That
exactly.
Was Chuck. Yeah, he cared.
Exactly.
He cared tremendously.
Exactly.
Tremendously.
Yeah, definitely going to be missed.
Yep. So we got 10 minutes to race 5. Yeah, same jock on the one as last race. Yep.
And we got another favorite on the end.
That's only leading rider Praven Badri. He's got like a 10-win lead over Demario Bino for second. So he's up pretty well. He's almost got the riding title in hand.
Yeah. And is that, yeah. And what a shock. Drava Caribou got claimed again.
Every time. Every time.
Right?
Every time. It's just like
that
somebody
horse
else.
would be the most adaptable horse ever because he new barn. Okay.
I'll win.
Don't mind me.
Whoever.
I'll just come out here and win.
St. Pio claimed last time. So we just go 1-all here and just.
I think this one is vulnerable.
No, me too. Exactly.
I think there's way too much speed in here.
Yeah, I agree.
I did. That's true. I did. That's fair.
The one thing I don't like. This is one angle I don't like is when a horse is claimed is doing very well, right? And like Kepler was having a very, very solid meet. And then you go to a 1 for 34 trainer who's not having the best meet.
You're stepping up.
Huh?
You're stepping up in class on top of that.
Yeah, exactly. That can be a tough sell. You know,
technically got beat by the 3 and the 4 2 back last time at the level.
Yep.
Who are the 2 I like on top in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 1 has the speed figures. The 1 is probably the speed of the speed and could just get out there and do what the favorite did last race.
Yeah.
But I think the 4 and the 3 are both interesting in here.
Yeah, the other horse that I really like in this race is the 6.
Yeah.
Fast Traffic at like 9-1. I thought this was an interesting horse. I mean, if you look at it, I know he's 1 for 6 but been facing much better, and even at 7.5, 10, the 1 win was with Cumberbatch was at optional 15. At least it's taken a drop. I don't know now it's faded, but look at it this way, right? This race is this is what my note was. Yeah. So we're at 5.5 furlongs, right? This horse, Fast Traffic, 7.5 around the 2 turns, hated it. 1 turn, hated it. 1 mile, hated it. But when you look at it like a 6 furlong races at Sunland and even back at 6 furlong, it was a little bit better versus much better. So I thought maybe at a price, this 6 could maybe close and get a piece dropping down to its lowest level.
Yeah, I could definitely see that horse.
Not saying win, but I think that horse could get in the picture.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think the distance, the cutback helps, and the drop obviously is going to help.
Yola just does their thing every time. I just don't think at this level they're good enough to hold on.
Mm-hmm. What were you seeing in here, Tim?
Well, my note on the 1 was if he runs the last race, they won't catch him. They're running for second.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Because that speed figure, nobody in here has been close to that.
Nope,
Mm-hmm.
so, not even close. Yeah.
And I just think that that's probably what we're going to see, especially with Baudry getting up on this horse. And the track, if you've been watching like the last week and a half, the track has been like monster fast out front, and we've seen that carry over to tonight, to where if you get out loose on the front, they're just not going to catch you. Everybody is running for second. Yeah. So I thought this was the chalkiest of all the races for the night. I do like the one on top, and then for me it was 3 and 4 underneath that. So chalk. I thought that's the way it's going to finish. The way I would play it is a trifecta key, 1 with 3, 4. But it's 1, 3, 4 or 1, 4, 3 to me. And I see Kurt and Stretch are both fading the 1. Kurt does have the 1 for third, but I just think that if that horse runs that race, nobody's catching that horse, and I think probably will. But I've been wrong about every other time tonight, so what am I thinking?
There's just so much speed in this race. That's
Yeah, the speed and the step back up to 75 both worry me a little bit, not to mention you're going from a 22% trainer to a 3% trainer. And this horse has had some time in this barn.
It's back to where the horse was running, though. I mean, that 5,000, it's not like the horse ran 5,000 every time. That was one time. Yeah. That was one time.
Right.
But the horse hadn't been winning either. Hadn't been running terrible, but had been running numbers that make him very comparable to the 3 and the 4, and even some of the 6's races if you toss those last 2.
Yeah. Kurt's got 30 to place in the 5. And Stretch has got $3 exacta, 3, 4 with 1, 3, 4, 5.
I just wonder if that last race was a result of just going against horses who were so far inferior.
Yeah. And Marv Beebe's got 1 with the 2, 5. Bobby D's got 1, 6 with 3, 5, winning the 3. Dan asks pace setup, plays into 3 style. Dennis takes I'll take an exacta box, 1, 3, 1, 4, and 5. And San Fran beating up on the Jets. That's it, Aaron Rodgers. Way to go, buddy.
You know, to Jess's comment, the one thing about it, though, the one thing I really look at is I hate the term when people a lot of times you'll hear, well, who did he beat? Who did he beat? I don't care who he beat if the times and the speed figures say that he would beat anybody. And if you look at the times, that 5.5 furlong at 104, I mean, if you look at the 2, for example, 5.5 furlong, 106. Okay.
Yeah,
and
right.
But here's an angle for you. This is something that we've seen come true previously on other nights at Assiniboia. The 2 was just beaten last out by Drop a Caribou.
Yep.
Who came out tonight and smoked them. So.
Yep.
And the 2 is setting at 16 to 1.
Yep.
Now, much lower level and different speed figures for that one, and you can see based on the time, 2 seconds slower than what they were running in that race with the 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do, Dan. I think the 1 is speed of the speed. There is other horses who typically show speed in here, but they don't show one kind of speed. I think the 1 just runs away from these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if the 2 runs his last race back, then he could be competitive with, for the first 4 furlongs of the race. He put up early numbers that would be competitive, wouldn't stick around against a horse the likes of the 1.
Exactly.
But would that be enough to keep the 1 from, running 104 and change? But I'm all right with the 1. I'm fine with the 1.
How do we want to play this, my friends?
That is the question. Should we just go 1 on top? I'm all right with key in the 1 on top over the 3-4 in a try.
John,
I love the 3. The more I look at this race, the more I really think the 3 has a great shot. Certainly, I think the 3 is the most likely horse to hit the board in here. But I would be fine 1 with 3-4 exacta key or trifecta key. Or we could, I don't know what an exactas pay. Is that even worth it? Probably not.
We got the 3 in there probably, but
The 1-3 is actually. Let me make sure I'm on the right race. Yeah, 1-3 is looking like it's favored over 1-4 in the exacta.
the 6 is interesting at 7-1 to get underneath.
Yeah, I would be all right putting. Do we do 1 with 3, 4, 6?
I like
Try
that.
and spice things up a little bit.
You like that, Tim, or no?
I do. I told you guys.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys decide. I mean, play it even if you want to play it both ways or whatever. I don't care. But yes, and looking. So the 3 is obviously the lowest. 11. Just click $12 even for 2. The 4 is 21 for 2, and the 6 is 37 for 2. So yes, those are decent.
Yeah.
And you know, with an 8 to 5 on top. So not
Maybe we just do the exacta rather than trying to.
And
Yeah.
you know, that's what I'm thinking. What about an exacta key box to where you key the one up and down?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's a great one too.
I would
like
prefer that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if the one does get beat by one of those, then the payouts are even better, and they're all decent. So,
I agree, Dan.
For every dollar to cost you 6, we could play it for 2 for 12.
Yeah.
Oh, strike that! Don't do that. Dennis did it, so it's a losing bet for sure.
Oh no.
Well, we'll hope that that Dennis can be right for once. Maybe we can drag Dennis up with us. I'll give that a try.
Dennis, you going to Churchill this weekend?
Any big? Oh, that's right. That's right. We got Churchill back this weekend, Tim. That's right.
Yeah. I'll probably be there Saturday. Saturday's the Iroquois. I think I'm going to go on Saturday.
Yeah.
You going to go, Dennis?
And Jess, we may have our friend Illuminaire. His next start will most likely be at Churchill Downs later this. Yeah.
Fantastic. Looking forward to that.
All right. So based on my just having the 3 in the last race, I'm currently in 8th place. Let's see who's of the people we know. So
I dropped back further. Didn't have a horse.
In 9th. So Barry's in 9th. Uncle Sully's in 11th. Payne's Picks has 2 at 12. SPN's at 19. And then Papa's at 23.
Yeah.
But the first place stable has 2 left. I've still got 3 left. And he's only 50 ahead of me. So we're in good shape.
Get a winner.
And I have the 1 here. So let's go.
Love it.
All right. Heading to the gate.
Bring back our friend here.
Yeah.
Mr. Kurt.
It's
post
time. Fantastic. Good timing.
Dan kept the 2 in.
St. Pio, the Kurt 2-1 favorite. The first to go in.
2-1. Some late money coming on the other people here. Alpha Mega, good luck. 1-5 with 4 exactly. Rick Johnson 1-6 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 with 6. Let's go, Maddie.
Just 2 left to load.
Dan kept the 2 in.
Yola.
Yola.
And
Yola.
now just waiting on fast traffic. The field is set. They're at the post.
And they're off.
And they're off. From the inside, shooting money. Goes after the early lead. Hard ridden on the inside.
Yeah, the ones just don't get out of the gate well, you know?
It's that post position's horrible, but
yeah.
Far beyond to the outside, Yola in fourth. Venti close up fifth. And
he
the
looks
early
good
trailer
though.
will be fast traffic. But it's still shooting money in St. Pio. Through an opening quarter up 23 and 4. Yola making a bid 3 wide to go right after the lead.
I don't have the 5.
Now collars them all and shooting money on the front end. Far beyond making a bid on the outside in between horses. Venti.
Come on, Baudry.
Fast traffic, but it's Yola taking over the lead.
Come on, Baudry.
In 47 and 1. Far beyond to the outside, St. Pio.
Come on, Baudry, get up.
Baudry, there for a second.
Yola far beyond. One last try at the wire.
Oh, the 6 was
Wait,
coming.
get there.
Hung on. Second off far beyond, and third to St. Pio.
No, I didn't use the 5.
No, I the 5 was a complete fade for me.
Tried keying the 3 and it exacted, but not quite good enough.
No. I was actually impressed by my 6 closed more than I thought in a not fast, you know?
Mm-hmm.
6 almost got up for third.
Yeah, I didn't see the 5 really. Consistent horse, but didn't really think. It's Dennis's fault.
It's Dennis's fault, totally.
Good call, Dennis.
That's our story, and we're sticking to it.
Yeah, he did have the 5. He did have the 5, though. Yola. Yeah. She's usually better at the lower, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
To number 1, St. Pio, and 4th to number 6, Fast Traffic.
Yeah, I mean, guess did just.
You're not being bullied, Dennis.
Yeah, you are.
Yep. Yeah. This is cyberbullying. You think I love every minute of it. By the way, can I just say I love Ron Moquette. He is the best. He said, first day of book 1 at Keeneland, September sale, I made my first purchase. And he's got a bag of M&Ms in his hand.
I saw it.
That is the best.
Honestly, the best use of your money at book 1, I think.
Yeah, exactly. There is a preservationist baby that my friend Kyle Johnson has said in book 3 could be a very, very good horse, and he looks just like Dad.
Oh, interesting.
Only shinier.
So
that he said, so that would be interesting to see.
Definitely.
Number 5, Yola.
He's in book number 3, but they're very high.
Paul, just to your point here about the prices, believe it or not, there's not lots of money in the win place and show pools. So if you're looking at the entire win pool right now is $17,000 for this race. The 3 had 4,400, the 4 had 4,100, the 1 had 3,700. So it's close on everybody, but nobody's got tons of money. It's just really small pools for win place and show. A lot of exotic play.
Race 5 is official in the upcoming 6th race. Scratch number 6.
Look at that exacta. Nice.
You compare 17,000 in the win pool. There's also 17,000 in the exacta pool, 13,000 in the trifecta pool, and 11,000 in the superfecta pool. So almost as much as the win pool in those exotic pools.
Well, let me take this off before my thing goes back to the last race there. And we come to race 6. A full field of 8. And what a shock. The 1 is favored. Frankly. I've never seen so many 1s favored.
No, especially not
Right.
here.
Yeah, of the experience, this wasn't really the horse I was
No.
keen in on.
So other than race 2 tonight, the 1 has been the favorite in at least morning line favorite or early favorite in every race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might not have went off as the favorite like in the last one to where a couple of horses overtook the horse for favoritism, but the 1's been right there.
That was a great ride, by the way, by Whitehall on Yola.
Yeah. Got out there and got the separation he needed to hang on at the wire.
As they always like to say, my grandfather used to say, close is only good in horseshoes and hand grenades. You got it, the horse came close, but he didn't beat him,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thanking everybody. 151 joining tonight. Thank you so much to everybody. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't. We'd love to have you. 6-race high five just might be spelled carryover.
Normally is, especially because it's a jackpot. So
Yeah, exactly. That was a great run by Yola. Give her credit. I
Yeah,
thought
absolutely.
I thought she was too cheap, and she proved me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Great ride by Antonio.
Yeah, decent prices ended up in there if you could have put that together.
So in this race, we've got a maiden special weight for 2-year-olds.
Yes.
We've got some first-time starters, and I will just say that if you keep up with our friend Matt and his long shot play of the day, his long shot play of the day today is in this race.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
These maiden special weights are always tough.
Yeah, I agree.
And this is, of all the favorites so far, this one I couldn't back the favorite on top in this one. The horses that have run in here, there's just their lines are nothing impressive at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the horse I actually liked on top was the one who scratched. Just because that horse had nights up and was a first-time starter getting a weight break. But
I will always say, though, 9 out of 10 times, I always will take the horse with experience over the horse trying for the first time. Sometimes I can, but yeah, exactly. Sometimes I can be wrong. Exactly.
But in a race like this, where the horses who have raced haven't really shown much,
No.
you start to look at the first-time starters.
Yeah.
And the 5 and the 8 are your 2 first-time starters, and both are by sires who can get runners to win first out. Saturday Night Lights only has 9 starters.
Yeah.
But 5 of those are winners.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are winners first out. So.
Yep. And Jamie having a good meet there, 5 for 32.
Mm-hmm. And then on the outside, Counter Command is by Counter Force, who's 18.5% with first-time starters from 27 to race. So.
And we immediately chucked the 2 and the 7 because they're no-neos. So,
yeah,
they're going to take a long time.
Don't need those.
No.
3 and 4, I was trying to decide if they were interesting. The 3 showed a little bit of speed, like relative to what anybody else has shown.
I actually kind of like the 4's race, even though it was kind of even.
That was the horse I kind of was thinking maybe on top in here as far as the speed goes. Although the Tiffany Husbands has not been great
No,
this
she's
year.
had a very bad meet. Yeah,
that's a concern. But I did like that horse kind of got out of the gate and did a little bit, and then just kind of faded first time out.
Yeah,
that's the kind of effort in a race like this I don't hate, but I really have no strong opinion in either of these last 2 races.
And here's the thing, I like the 4 as well. The 4 is who I took in Stable Duel along with just about everybody above me in the standings. This is a horse that 53% of stables took in Stable Duel. But I agree with everything Jessica just said. And here's the thing is that if you look, this is a 5 furlong, that was 5.5. So the horse should move forward. And really at the 5 furlong mark was pretty close to being right there anyway. And when you look at everybody else in their races and how far back they were at shorter distances, I like that. I like that effort. Now, I did like both of the first time starters in here. My favorite was actually the 5. I like that bullet workout on the 9th of August. But Matt, his long shot pick of the day is the 8, Counter Command. And he talked about how Counterforce has the 19% first time starter rate, and also talked about the Dam, to where the Dam has several, that have started and finished in the money right off the bat as 2-year-olds. So not too shabby. And this is one that Gittins typically a lot of times needs to run them. But you look in this race and there are no world beaters in here. So one of these 2 first-time starters could be right there.
Yeah, I agree.
I do like that 4 line, and I really do. I think that horse just figures here, and at 7-1, I like it even more.
Yeah, definitely.
I do like the fact, and now I do not like the horse at even money at all, right? But I do like the fact that the 1 did at least show coming, a little bit of a close to me, right? And Badri comes back to it for a second time, which I'm saying he must have seen something in this horse that he'd like to ride him again. You know what I'm saying? And I would never bet him at even money. I'm just saying, or some of them were kind of going backwards or whatever. He at least was showing some forward motion. You know what I'm saying? So
right. And here's the other thing, Sean. The rail at Assiniboia in a 5 furlong for a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
That's a tough place to be for a 2-year-old.
It is. Yep. No, I agree. But he's shown the ability to close. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, 8-1.
Let's see. Looking at some more.
Yep. No. Yeah. But I'm saying, but I'm just saying the fact that he takes the mount again, he does ride with Nault. But I'm just saying he didn't have to take the mount back.
Right. It's his first. He gets Nault's first call, but that doesn't mean he rides them all.
Right. But I'm saying the fact that he found it enough to at least give this horse another chance.
Mm-hmm.
Third. How many times do we see a on the 3-year third time out for 2-year-olds? Kieran McLaughlin used to do that all the time. Third out for Kieran was like money,
Right. Yeah, I mean the horse is moving forward. Third start, all good angles, good connections. Michael Nault.
It's just the rail. Right. But we've said that 5 times tonight that there's a rail. This is not.
But those were different horses than a maiden.
Right.
Two-year-old.
No, I agree.
And you do have the best trainer with 2-year-olds in the field and the best sire with 2-year-olds in the field on the 1.
Yeah.
But I'm not really impressed with anything this horse has shown.
Yeah.
Like you said, did technically pass a horse in that last race, but I would need to watch the replay because looking at the running lines, I'm not so sure that was a case of her passing a horse or
Sure,
whether she just
yeah.
kind of inherited the 4th place.
I agree. Yep.
But I didn't watch the replay, so
Yeah, no,
so.
Dan, that's what the great thing is about horse racing, my friend. You don't always have to agree, and that's great. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. If you don't see it, don't play it. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You go with your gut. There's no right or wrong answer here. You know, exactly. You can all take it in the information, and that's the beauty of the sport, which is awesome. Marv likes the 3 here. Kurt has him in the 3rd spot. Seven's 21-1. No nose baby. It's 6-1. Form is the post. Kurt's going 10-1 in the 4. Kurt's got 20 to place in the 4. And Stretch's got $3 exact. The box 145.
Yeah, I just took a look at the replay that last race on the 1. And yeah, the comment kind of says it all. Even finish.
Yeah, even.
Didn't really do much. Passed a horse who was definitely tiring.
Yep. Daniel Moccasin, how are you, my friend? Is a 148. Neil is a 345 try box. Good luck, Neil. On the middle there.
So what are we doing here?
I'm trying to stay here.
Take a look at him on the track. See if anybody catches the eye in the flash.
Yeah, Dan, I don't think he tells them no very much, but if he has a horse, especially in being the leading rider that he really likes, I think he probably has the freedom to say, hey, I really like this horse. So five, let's go.
That's what I was just thinking. For a first-time starter, it's not doesn't seem too concerned out there.
No, looks very professional. Kyle Graves got a $2 exacta wheel, 4-8 with 1-3-4-5-8. Kyle in command, 5-1, Shavon Bell.
I really have no idea how we try to make money in this race. Do something with the 4, possibly, like the 4, 5, and 8.
If this means anything, which is interesting, there's more pick 4 live money on the 5 than anybody.
Interesting.
That's an interesting angle for sure. The 1 is 3rd.
The 5 was my top pick in here. That's the one I was talking about.
The
I like 4,
and
but the 5 was my top pick, and then 4 and 8.
The 3 is 612.
The 5's who I really like the most, and over the 1 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely.
And this is another one. I'll just say this, just like a couple races ago. This is another one where I'm fading the 2-year-old on the rail at even money, more or less.
No, I agree. Yeah.
And the horse could win. I totally see that.
Yeah.
I totally, but I am fading it, and I am betting against it. I'm not saying anyone else should do that. That's just what I'm doing. I'm not playing the even money 2-year-old on the rail.
Yeah, and I'm with you on that.
Yep.
I do like that the 3 is a February foal
Yep.
in a field of April and May foals.
Yep.
Try and do something, because I don't even think you can't really key anybody in here. You can't have the confidence to key, but what do you do? That's it.
Daniel, 1 is the favorite. 1 is 7-5. Now 3-2, and the 5 is 3-1.
Do we want to key the 5?
We could key the 5. I think of anybody. That's the only one you could kind of feel okay keying.
The lowest exacta in the exacta pools, get this. So your 1 right now is 3-2. Your 5 is 3-1, and here's your lowest exacta, a 5-3.
Wow.
Doesn't include the 1 at all. The 5-3 is paying $18 right now. It's the lowest exacta. The lowest at all with the 1 horse is a 1-3 paying $24.20. But the 5-3 is paying less than that significantly.
I feel like we try and take advantage of these exactas then. But how?
And Dan, you're correct. In the will pays, yes. In the will pays, there's not much of a difference. I'm just talking about the odds in this particular race. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
And which is why I think the 5 at 3-1 is a much better bet than the 1 at 8-5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to key like the 5 with the 3-4-8 or something like that? Or I don't. What are we?
That's kind of the direction I was thinking.
What do you think, Tim?
The 5 with what? I'm sorry.
The 3-4-8.
I like it.
Yes, it does, Dan, for sure.
Do that for $1 or 2?
2 is only 12
2.
bucks.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, we'll do 2. Yep. We're doing okay.
And there we go. Key the 5.
Mountain Mike says the 3 took off the front wraps. Could turn it around. 3 to win. Good luck, Mountain Mike. Thanks for joining us. Over 200 people tonight. Love to have you. Dan likes the 8 here in the doubles too. I'll bring back our friend here.
Bubbly Talkin' will be next.
Batman Knows Best as one easiest winner of the night.
One of 2 first-time starters. Hey, Sweet Darlin' will be next. Just 2 left to load. Shazette. And now just waiting on counter command. The field is set. They're at the post. And they're off. From the middle, Sergeant Silco shows some early speed on the inside, matched by Frankly. But Hey, Sweet Darlin' just blows on by.
Wow.
And now opens up on the
That was a
field
movement.
by 4. Frankly back to second. Sergeant Philco in third.
That 5 and just
Another
go.
man fourth on the outside. Bubbly talking.
Come on, Cumberbatch, run away.
We have an inquiry.
Killer Shazette and Major Note. 23 and 4 the opening quarter. And he's Sweet Darling. Still comfortable with the 3-length lead. Frankly to the outside in second. Rallying up the fence, Bubbly talking. And Sergeant Philco. But hey,
Guess we shouldn't have tossed the one.
What a debut at
Wow.
the 16th pull. It's gonna win for fun.
Much the best.
Wow. Much.
He's the right horse, but
Third to
Yeah.
Sergeant Philco, fourth to Bubbly Talking, and fifth to Shazette. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold all tickets. The inquiry sign is on the board.
Maybe the 1 hit the 2. Was it 514?
yeah, I think so.
Maybe the 1 hit the 2. Got it. Something happened at the gate. We have to see.
I think it might have been a horse not getting out of the gate.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When
Definitely
the inquiry goes up that quick at the beginning of race, a lot of time to me, it's a horse may not have gotten a clean break.
Yeah. Something happened there.
But I'll agree with Barry. Take the 1 down.
Right.
I love the 5.
The 2 got crowded out of the gate.
I did. Yeah, that's been one. Yeah.
Rewound.
Number 5. Hey, Sweet Darling.
Could take the 1
As
down.
your race winner.
I don't think they will.
Number 1, Frankly.
I think they just have to
Third
take a
to number
look.
4, Sergeant Philco. Fourth to number 3, Bubbly Talking. And
We'll blame
fifth
Matt for
to
the
number
8.
7, Shazette. They went the opening quarter 23 and 4. The half 48.
Well, if anything, it looks like it might have been the 3 who caused the trouble for the 2. So
Well, and the 8 also broke outward if you saw it.
Yeah.
Once
8
again,
did not
ladies
get
and
out of the
gentlemen,
gate cleanly.
A Stewart's inquiry into the running of race
The
number
the
6.
worst thing is for a first time starter is to be on the outside for a 2-year-old because there's nobody to the right. So they automatically just natural instinct is to break to the outside with the air. So a lot of times, the outside horse will just break towards the outside because there's nobody next to them. Who's the inquiry involved? Do we know?
I haven't even heard yet.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. Can they show us?
anybody? Yeah, what are we looking at?
What are we looking at
Now
here,
entering
guys?
the winner's enclosure. The unofficial winner here in race 6. That's number 5. Hey, Sweet Darling.
I'm leaving him on because I just want to hear him. With
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
2 years old.
I'm hearing
By
what
Saturday
he's
Night
doing.
Lights. Under the mare Dream Proof by Idiot Proof. Owned by Dark Cloud Racing. Trained by Jamie Hartman. And ridden to victory by Ronaldo Cumberbatch. Time for the 5 furlongs. 101 and 2.
You know what? I
That's
don't
not
think
the
it's-
inquiry.
The inquiry was the 5 ran too fast.
There we go.
There we go. Kind of hard to see.
Only assume
there.
that it's with the 2 taking up there a little bit, but it
Yeah. Oh yeah, the two that okay, yeah. The 2 somehow either got clipped or did or clipped heels or something. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
This may help us a
That's
little
the
bit more
angle
here.
that we want to see.
Yeah. I was like, that side one's not gonna help us. Let's see.
So one,
Oh.
so she
And it came out with the 3.
comes into the 2. The 2 runs into the 3 there.
Yeah. She's kind of a little bit all over the track right now. The 4 comes in. 4 came in and kind of got her a little bit.
Yeah, you could make a case there. Unfortunately, that doesn't help us. But
and watch the 4 actually come out here as well. So right after the start, the 4 first is going to come out. Watch coming up here. Keep an eye on the
3
yellow.
came into the 4.
So the 4 goes in front of the 5. Yeah, the 3 hit the 4, knocked the 4 out, and now the 4 is going to go.
One's trying to come in too. Look at this. The 1 and the 4 kind of.
Oh, but the 5 is who forced the 4 over.
Yeah.
When the 5 cut in front of the 4, the
4-way disqualification. The winner is the 7. Sweetie.
Yeah, these are just babies being babies.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't really do anything here because
no.
All right. Here's the official call. The 8 wins. They take everybody else down.
Everybody down, right?
Because I guess at this point I want to see the pan again to see if the 5 was clear of the 4 and the 4 was just reacting.
Let's see.
But watch
it almost also
watch the 4 cut the 5 off right here.
Oh,
see
the 4 cuts the 5 off. Oh, yeah.
Right.
And then had to come back around. and then right here, watch the 5.
These horses were all over the track.
No, it was all inside. That wasn't the 5.
Yeah. And then the 4 comes out on everybody else. Look, geez. We are all over the track.
Yeah, those are just babies doing babies.
I don't know how you can take anybody down for that.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Yeah. The 7 could be the winner here because the 7 smartly just came out and didn't
get in trouble.
The exact is 7-8.
Exactly.
Well, they stopped showing it.
Couldn't this happen in the first race?
There will be no change.
Yeah, I can't imagine them.
I think they just say, as you said, babies being babies, and just, I mean, you could take everybody out for everybody hitting everybody, you know?
That's the thing. If they try to take somebody down, you're going to have to start taking a lot down and looking at, and they're like, no, we're just leaving it.
Gentlemen, after reviewing the films,
here it is.
The stewards are removing the inquiry sign off the board.
Yeah.
5, 1, 4, and 3.
Yeah, that's the only decision you could make because there was 7 disqualifications all on each other, you know? Every one of those 5 horses was
in the upcoming 7th race.
I wrote to Assiniboia and people didn't know. I said, hey, I have the 1 and 4 in stable. Can you please keep them up?
Right.
And after the final race, be sure to head up to the clubhouse where our popular Crazy Hour kicks.
Crazy Hour coming up.
Beer, shots, and wine. $5.
Yeah, but that 5 couldn't have been any more impressive right there. That was a nice debut.
Very impressive. I will be right back.
Yeah. Could he be our next? What was the horse last year that ran the Aqueduct? Could Hey Sweet Darling be our next? Remember the horse? Jeff Afa.
Yes, Jeff Afa.
Could Hey Sweet Darling be the next Jeff Afa who takes the trip to the Big A after?
I don't know. Jeff Afa was like winning everything last year.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's a little late to have a horse like that, I think. But
yeah, Neil, that was definitely not a straight line. Yeah, that was definitely not a straight line
for sure. All right, Mr. Colin Sheehan is making an appearance and said, if you have not done so, you must go smash the like button right now. If you're just watching on X, still click the link, go over to YouTube, smash that like button, then come on back and watch it wherever you want. 222 people, Sean.
Yeah, unbelievable. Smash that like button. Thank you so much to everybody. And here's Tim's favorite race, the all button.
Well, I was playing the all if I was playing a horizontal. I've got an approach. I've got an approach to this one, so we'll
like
adjust come back and see what she thinks. And
yeah.
I think all night long we've had lots of chalk. The chalk did get beat by that race, although if you look at the Will Pays, the 5 was going to be the favorite, and I don't know why the 5 was still 2-1. That was good. A good payout for that horse, in my opinion. I love the 5.
Yeah, I agree.
But this one, unlike every other race, Sean, we are, I don't think, going to have a horse like that. As far as dominant, your 2 is the favorite right now at 3-2.
Right.
But I just see this race as being a whole lot more wide open. Let me take a look at something real quick.
I definitely think the 2 is the horse to beat, though, for sure.
Wow, the Will Pays do across the board, double, pick 3, pick 4, pick 5, have the 2 as the overwhelming favorite in every one of those.
Yeah.
But the 2's beatable here.
Yeah.
And I've been saying it all year. Brown and Ollie this year, they just not having the year they had last year, neither one of them.
I have the 2 in stable duel, so they will make the exception for me.
I do not.
Carolina Moon is alive to the pick 5 and 4 with the 1, 2, 5, 7. Good luck. Love it. Barry has the pick 3s with the 2, 3, 5. Sure hope it's a 3 out for you, Barry. Holy cow. We've already established. Hey, Colin, we need a sleepy pick. I think Tim just volunteered to be the one first for the sleepy pick, but he's not in the track.
Yes.
So, Colin, we need a sleepy pick. Let's see. Sometimes you can win too. But how many people in the connections are there?
Who's sticking around for
what connections are there? And the 2's got about
to get their photo taken.
2's got about 4 people. That's a good sign.
Is that our primary betting angle we're going with in this wide open race?
Huh?
Is that the angle we're going with in this race because of how wide open it is?
Colin's picking the 2 as the sleepy pick. That right there, that moves him up at least 5 lengths, 6 lengths.
Oh, good grief. Colin, we want the 2 to lose, and now you just did.
No, we don't want the 2 to lose. I have the 2 in stable duel. No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Folks. Remember, folks, if you ever play in stable duel, right, it's not whether you win the money or not. It's whether riders up beats spin or spin beats riders up. That's the only thing that really matters. It's not the money.
Colin, you say the sleepy pick is the loser, but supposed to be the loser, but you normally pick them and they win. That's what we're saying.
Yes, right. Exactly. You just helped my horse, Colin, by at least 5 lengths.
Thought the 4 was very interesting in here. This was the horse on top.
Yeah, 4 is quite interesting. Yeah,
talking about, but I like the getting back to 7 furlong distance on a little bit of a drop.
Next week is the week interesting. I think Jess, you won't be with us next week, right?
Correct. I'm going to be in Kentucky.
Yeah. Okay.
On the way to Kentucky.
But but this is interesting. Next week is going to really be a week where you're going to start to see a lot of droppers. You're already seeing it. You're going to really see it probably next week.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be a lot of droppers.
Yeah, absolutely.
7th race preview. Spun line.
The 2 does make a little bit of sense here off the drop, but is not unbeatable by any means.
No, exactly. And they both picked the 2. What I like about here is Jared Brown for himself has had a good year, not a fantastic year. You know what I'm saying? And he's dropped for his standards, and he dropped them into a level where he thought, as I usually say, the right sandbox. You know, the horse was close, so now he's dropping him down one more level and see if he can get that win, and probably, and then call it a night. Someone take him home, and we get the purse, and then we go from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That to me, this is what that 2 move looks like. He brought him down to 5. He was close. He was a 3 wide bid, and I actually watched that replay. It was very close to the other 2, and now you just drop him down, get him a win, and then And she's wearing the nice jeans though too. Exactly, that's an important thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll look good for the picture. A lot of people for the 6. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of with Stretch here, except I was 4-2-1. But
Yeah.
I like the 1's recent form here. Stepping up, which I don't love, but has been real consistent ever since coming to Assiniboia. So
Yep.
And those are kind of your 3 favorites right now.
Thank you to everybody. 230 people tonight. Thank you so much.
Much appreciated. If you're on YouTube, make sure you drop a like on the stream. And if you're not on YouTube, if you have a chance to head over to Trust the Profits on YouTube and subscribe and drop a like on the stream, that helps us out a whole lot.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking here? We still got time. It says 4 minutes to post, but they haven't even made it out on the track yet.
I don't think, I agree with you guys. I don't think the 2's a lock, but I don't think you can throw them out. You know what I'm saying?
No,
exactly.
No,
Yeah.
I would not throw the horse out. I just think I can beat the horse. And
No,
you guys-
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
you guys still haven't talked about the horse I like. I told you that I thought the race was wide open, and the horse I like on top still hasn't even been mentioned.
Okay.
Who's that?
We'll see.
Let's see.
Take a look here in the post parade. I want to see my horse here, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Because every time I start talking, I miss my horses tonight. I love the post parade. You got to see that.
Whitehall's won every single 7 furlong race going tonight.
That makes me feel better about my 4.
All right. I love my horse.
Tom was thinking of keying the 4, but thought otherwise.
My guess would be that you're on that 7 with the outside speed stretching back out. But
Nope.
Nope. Oh wow. I've
Nope.
got no. I can't wait to hear
The one's got a good win streak going. Dally Rimbo. Yeah, yeah.
Definitely a little bit of a tough night, Dan.
Spun line looks good. Okay.
The 8-year-old against the youngsters.
Yep. Bino.
All right. Check out Baudry on this next horse.
Okay.
The 5.
I'm on the 5.
All right.
Peppermint Sister, third time out. Is that right?
All right. So here's the thing. So this horse ships into Assiniboia, last race out. And in that race, I mean, won against a pretty decent field. Okay. It was a really close 6 furlong race, but this horse clearly wanted more distance. Has only been 7 furlongs one time and had a decent second in that race in a stakes race. So not here, obviously, but I think this horse really fits here. Baudry, 20-1 morning line, has dropped to 8-1, and I keep watching it, and it just keeps trickling down. One more notch down. But I like Baudry getting up on this horse. I think this horse can definitely move forward. That last one was at the 5,000 claiming level. Now we're down to the 4,000 claiming level, and I just have a feeling if you look at the speed figures of this horse, I just think that it's a fit. And what nobody in here blows me away. Look, I get the 2. I'm playing the 2 underneath. I like the 2 second. I'm just going to try to beat the 2 with the 5. And then I would go to the 4 after that. I think Antonio's going to be right there. So I'm a 5 with 2-4. You know, you could turn that around 2-4 with 5, but I just think that 5 figures here, and I like the 5 at a price.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's try and use that horse then. The question then is how? The 2-4 exacta is just getting hammered.
Yeah.
Everything else, except for 2-4 or 4-2, is paying pretty well.
Yes.
But you can't really toss the 2 out of the exacta either.
No, I'm 5-2. I think the 2 is going to be there. It's going to be hard to keep this horse out, I think. But you know, like I say, I thought they were all so close. I say that, but and Antonio, like Sean just mentioned, Antonio's been riding well. You look at this horse, what this horse did last time at 6 furlongs, has been 7 one time and got a second as well. That was last year, but it was here at Assiniboia, and Whitehall was up for that one. So and if you look at that one, if you look at all the lines, you're saying this horse is always coming behind. You look at that race, and the horse went gate to wire.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
So that's why I'm 5 with 2-4. I could almost box the 3 of them, but you know, you can make cases for other horses in here, but I'm really strong on those 3 myself. And
yeah, the 4-2 are my top 2, so I would be all right with throwing the 5 in there. And
you want to do a box of the 3?
I don't know that boxing all 3 of them is a good idea, though, just because of how poor the will pays are on. If it comes 2-4, then you don't make your money back.
Yeah, it's from Bobby. It's from a video game. It's from an 80s video game. I forget which one it is, but that is actually what it is. We will hear it. We'll hear it in 2 minutes. That's actually a song from a video game in like the 80s or 90s.
Yes.
But if we could get the 5 in there, then it's fine. But
yes,
if it chalks out, then we lose money.
Okay.
For the exacta.
Yeah, if you're doing an exacta for sure, I wouldn't box them.
But we could go try.
7 has been handling it.
And I like what Marv said there. Basically, he's doing a try key box with the 5 with the 2-4-6. Have to get the 5 in one of the positions, and you know, and now we click down to 7. We went 9, then to 8, and now we're 7 off a 20-1 morning line. I just think this horse is live and taking a little money.
Yeah, I was kind of like considering a try key box 2 with the 4-5-1. Because I think the 2 hits the board. I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah. That's right. Hamster Dance is the tune. That's right. Yep. Thanks, Tom. Thank you to everyone again for joining us as always.
Yeah, Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just feel like the speed figure on that last race for the 5 is below what's needed here. And that's the one thing that concerns me about using that horse as the key.
Yeah.
But I can definitely see her playing in.
Yeah.
And at that price, you absolutely.
Yeah. Just while we have a second here, I just wanted to, on this show, just quickly say that our good friend Carson is this Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and she's doing a thing with the Fleet Alex's lemonade stand with Lisa and Tim is going to match anything that the biggest up to $500. So if you're a Carson fan like all of us are, please, if you could go on her thing and donate, and Tim will match for the biggest one.
Yeah, the biggest. I pledge to match the biggest single donation from somebody from one of our videos. You know, when you go in and make your donation, just put something. Trust the Prophets TTP. Just put something in there. But I'm gonna ask you to do one more thing. I'm gonna ask you, if you're going to donate between September 12th and September 15th. That's September the 12th and September 15th, and here's why. Carson just sent this to me today. Volvo, who is one of the sponsors, is going to double every donation that happens between the 12th and the 15th. So here's what happens. If you put a donation, let's say it's $500, they're going to double that. I'm going to match that, and they're going to double that.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So if you're going to donate between the 12th and the 15th. Check one of us out on Twitter. Trust the Prophets as well posted it. Check any of us out. Go check that out. When you make your donation, put TTP in there. I'm going to match the biggest single donation up to $500.
Awesome.
Here comes Peppermint
Fantastic.
Sister.
I made an executive decision with the bet.
Two left to load.
Are we
Love
having
it.
that?
Miss Parfait.
Love it. There you go.
And just waiting on Runaway A Train. The field is set. They're at the post.
And they're off.
And they're off.
Oof.
From the middle of the track, that's Diamond Grand showing some speed. On the outside, Runaway A Train with the same idea. And these two are going to battle for the early lead as Runaway A Train now takes over and opens up by 3. Diamond Grand back to second. Danzig Starstorm in third. Peppermint Sister back in fourth. Then it's going to be
someone get out here with this 7
3 more back to Miss Parfait. And the trailer, I Ladies. 25-1 the opening quarter. And Runaway A Train secures that lead by a length.
Yeah, me too, Dan.
Diamond Grand hot on her heels in second. Driving on the inside, here comes Spun Line. Then it's Danzig Starstorm, Peppermint Sister.
All right, let's get the 7 out of here. We're looking really nice.
Come on, Baudry, get her going.
Yeah.
Go, Baudry.
7 out of here.
7 just needs to get tired.
Yep. Come on, just get tired.
And Diamond Grand with short lead. Ladies finds a seam up the rail. Spun Line 3 wide.
1-4-2 works.
Ladies.
Yep.
1-4-2 works nicely.
With the best.
Look at that.
That's the best way to do it.
Absolutely. All right. Ended on a winning note.
Love
Could have
it.
played the super.
Fourth is going
Love
to be
it.
Peppermint Sister. Close for fifth between Miss Parfait
Love
and
it.
Danzig Starstorm.
Curious to see what that paid.
Can you still bet?
So the 1-4 exact is paying 47 for 2.
Oh boy.
All right.
Colin Sheehan Sleepy Time pick 6-5 favorites to bed without their dinner. Yep. Great way to end the night, guys.
Absolutely.
Very
It's going to
nice.
pay nice, by the way. This is going to pay real nice with the 2 at the bottom.
Yeah, I hope so. I almost had it twice, and then I canceled one of my bets.
I think you've just come to the conclusion now too. Also, if for the next 2 weeks, every 7 furlong race, you got to throw Antonio Whitehall in because he's just absolutely riding lights out in these 7 furlong
Second
races.
goes to number 4, Diamond Grand. Third to number 2, Spunline. Fourth to number 5, Peppermint Sister. A photograph has been called to determine the 5th place finisher.
Good job, Bobby.
Get
the exact
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Groundhog.
6 furlongs, 116 and 2.
Alpha, nice job. 1 with 4 with 2, yeah.
130 and 2.
Yeah, 9-2 over 7-2 over even. This is gonna pay nice. Only winners in the Monday night lights.
Congrats, Bobby. Bobby got the exacta. That 4-2 paying 20, or I'm sorry, 1-4 paying 47.10
For 2.
And on a night like this, where we're gonna either come close to, or going over, that's quite good,
Mm-hmm.
I know like some people say, oh, I only won, or I only, no, that's a good night. On a night like this, that's great,
Mm-hmm.
One of my best days ever was one of the toughest cards I'd ever think, and I came out $28 ahead. That's like one of my greatest days ever, and it was like one of the toughest, I was like, no.
Happy with that.
I mean, that was amazing,
There's a winner here in race number 7. That's number 1, I Ladies.
And my 5 finished in 4th for Stable Duel. That's not going to help me win.
No,
Under the mare
exactly.
whisked away by Victory Gallop. Owned by Lucky 8.
But the real
Mike
contest
Dan,
is
thank you so much,
did
my
I,
friend.
did I beat that SPN guy? And I think I did.
Yes, you did.
Oh, you
Yep,
need to
you
do
did.
it, right?
Yep. Yes, you did. My horse came in 3rd. Exactly. If he had won, we would have been close.
Let's take a look at that try payout. 927 for 26. We had that 5 times, 46.
Yeah, so for
45.
Yep, we'll have that 5 times.
That'll put us up 10 cents over even.
Yes. Hey, but that's winning, though. On a night like this, that's winning,
With
Right.
this much chalk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's winning,
And 25% off all appetizers.
Yeah, Paul, the track has been playing this way for about 2 weeks, that you are just not closing up on the winners if they get out on a good lead. The speed has really been holding. If you watch the show beforehand that they do on the Assiniboia live cast on YouTube, even Stretch and Kurt are talking about how fast the track is playing and how speed favoring it is right now.
Yeah.
They
Groundhog,
basically say it every night.
Groundhog, I'm going to the penny candy store and getting 10 pieces.
The what? We got to split that 3 ways.
Yeah, no. 3 pieces. I'm getting 3 pieces.
All right. Thank you all for
Thank you, everybody.
hanging out with us.
Yep.
Ended on a winning note. And
Absolutely.
I will not be here next week, but I assume the
Right.
both of you will be.
For the
So
finale. Yep.
we'll be back.
Always.
Thank y'all and have a great night.
Thursday night, Cocktail Lounge.
Yes.
Everybody,
yes.
we'll see you on Thursday. Woodbine's back. So look forward to seeing you all again on Thursday night.
Looking forward to that. All right. Everybody have a good week.
See you Thursday.